take a walk, no sleeping in. Brush your teeth, hit the gym. Say a prayer, call a friend. Call a friend. Talks, who gonna pay my bills if I don't haul my ass? I'm skipping meals and dirty socks. I won't. It was all up from the start. You did the crime, but I don't want to the charge. Yeah, I can see the flames from afar. Someone's on a fire. Yeah, I wanna go. I wanna read my time and fix the process. So many hoes kissing to hurt my soul and let me heartless. How you gon' fold? How you gon' left on me? I love regardless. The game I charged it. Don't wonder where my heart is. I wanna go. I wanna read my time and fix the process. So many hoes kissing to hurt my soul and let me heartless. Yeah, how you gon' fold? How you gon' left on me? I love regardless. The game I charged it. Don't wonder where my heart is. Yeah, I run around the globe. Be burning down these shows. I can't be stuck in froze. I'm sorry. I pull up baggy clothes. I ain't impressing hoes. They play my game just like it was a target. When I'm on the road, you say I treat you like an asshole. What would I be mad for? Them other niggas mad, bro. You still coming past, though. What you wanna ask for? Deja vu, I seen the shit. Deja vu, I seen the shit. It was all up on the stars. You did the crime, but I don't want to the charge. I can see the flames from afar. Someone's got a fire.
Yo, viewers in the chat, happy Thursday. Want to get started here very, very shortly. But if you haven't, make sure you submit your music. We have like a pretty short queue tonight. It doesn't look like it's the craziest. You know, people are out doing stuff. But it's starting to build up already. So we've gone from like 1 to like 4. So every 5 paid skips, we do a free skip. Just make sure you keep your eyes open for the queue. In a second, we're going to open things up. If you are in the chat, though, and you haven't submitted, make sure you get your submissions in. Hello. What's up? Happy Thursday. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you've had a good week so far. I've got my last distro release of the year dropping tomorrow. So I've been all over the place thinking about that. Some big presentations coming up at work as well. If you're with us in the chat, if you're with us on TikTok, hello. If you want to submit, just go to nero.fam/KayvanMD to submit for free. We're going to be live for the next 2 hours listening to your music, giving feedback as a community. If you are here in the chat and you don't know how things work, I'll explain it all in a second. But if you are here and you know how it works, then make sure you get your submissions in. You can submit as many songs as you want. Tell your friends to come hang out. Tell them to come send their music in as well. We're going to be giving feedback. We're going to be answering all your questions. So if you have any music industry questions, feel free to ask those as well. And that's that, man. How's everybody doing? What have you guys been up to? Let us know in the chat. What's good this week? What are you excited about? We've dropped some new content that I'm going to tell you guys about. We've got some new events coming up that I'm going to tell you about as well. So we'll get into it very shortly. But if you haven't checked it out, guys, it's been a busy week for me. Had a lot of stuff going up, a lot of content going out, which, you know, I guess that's a good problem to have. But I did stop by with the homies over at One More Time podcast to do an episode with them, which I'm really, really excited about. It's actually a really, really cool episode where we talk about community, We talk about all kinds of things, honestly, like how to monetize your skill set as an artist. You'll see some posts go up about that and some clips going up from that podcast episode. But if you want to go check it out, you can go over to One More Time Podcast over on YouTube, or you can just go to my link tree and watch it there as well, which I'll put in the chat for you guys if you are here. But honestly, I've watched it twice because the first time I watched through, I just wanted to make sure I didn't say anything I didn't agree with. Second time, it was just kind of on in the background, but I felt pretty good about it. You know, like every time I do like a podcast or a panel or something, I'm always curious as to whether or not it's actually I've done a good job or if I've just kind of fucked it up in the process. So every now and then I'll do it. I'll be like, damn, like I was terrible this time. Why did I say those things? Or I don't even agree with what I end up saying. I try not to do that, but you know, it's like in the moment, sometimes you do. Yeah, if you want to, Jangy, can you go second? There's not really a way for me to do that. That's maybe the only thing I would say. It's not that I don't want to. It's just like I can't drag the queue where I want it. I could put you in the super skips and it would put you third. And third is the best that I can do because first is already there and then the second is a super skip. So third is the best I can do. I'm trying to compromise it, but like, yeah, like I can't do it physically because of the platform, not because of my choice. It's just, yeah, like you would go from fifth to third. It's up to you if you want to do that, but you can if you want. All right, we're gonna get started here shortly, guys. It's, you know, this is gonna be a lighter stream by the looks of things. We found some really, really great songs the other day, which I'm excited about. Hopefully, we'll find some good ones today. If you have not submitted your music yet, go ahead and do it. Exclamation mark submit. If you want to skip the queue, exclamation mark skip. We'll get you into the paid skip queue. Every 5 paid skips, we will do a free song in the chat at random as well. If you want to submit, please submit your music anyway. Like I said, always, you know, the submissions are free for a reason. The feedback is free for a reason. You don't have to pay for any of those things. So hopefully you can learn some stuff. If there's any songs or any questions that you have about the music industry, I'm happy to answer them. I have been working in the industry for over 10 years at this point. Done a lot of different things. I've generated a lot of views, like over 800 million views on the content side of things. On YouTube specifically, I've helped grow the Genius channel from about 500K to over 12 million subscribers now. And then I've also generated over 100 million streams for independent and emerging artists as a distributor and as a manager as well. So if you have any questions about any of this, I've kind of worked on all these different pieces throughout the last like 10, 15 years of my career. And I'm always happy to share what I've learned with you guys in the community as well. We've also got a lot of stuff that we're planning for next year that's coming up. More Q&As in the community, which you will see. Some of the Q&A VOD is going to be going up in the Discord as well, exclusively. So you're not going to be able to watch that anywhere else. So if you're not in the Discord already, I would definitely recommend getting in there because we are going to be having way more cool things in the Discord for you guys. I'm also thinking about doing an end-of-year community playlist just because I haven't really done the best job of keeping a super updated community playlist this year, but it is something that I really want to bring back in 2026 and open up to the Instagram community as well, so you guys will see that kind of going up. More interviews, more on-camera interviews. You're going to see more of that happening with artists. Got a couple at-home withs coming up in the near future as well. Free Keem, what's up? It's going. I'm pretty tired, but it's going. We're getting through the day. We've had a lot to do today, but, you know, I'm not even mad about it. First submission in a long time. Welcome back. It's nice. It's great to have you, man. If you are in the chat, let us know what's going on. What are you been up to? How you feeling, man? Tell your friends to come send some music in. We got a pretty light queue today. Thursdays have been a little weird recently, so I'm thinking about switching to Fridays next year again. We'll see what happens. Kind of just like in that time of the year where I'm kind of like looking at everything and being like, all right, like how are we going to do this going into 2026? But I'm excited about a lot of the things we're working on. If you guys are in New York, so big news. First things first. I was telling you guys, go check out the One More Time podcast. If you haven't already, I did stop by with them just to talk about all kinds of things. And I'm really happy with the way this one turned out. I think we had a really great conversation. If you are in New York, December 13th, I'm doing this event with JBL and Dolby at the Soho store of the JBL, or the JBL Soho store. So if you want, come through. It's free. It's a free event. We'll be there all day. I'll be there on site all day meeting, talking to people in real life. It is free to RSVP. You can find that in my link tree, but I'm going to put it in the chat right here. If you want to RSVP, come through. We're gonna have 4 artists performing, all of which I picked and curated. A couple of them from the community, a couple of them who are artists that I just really fuck with and love. But basically, from like, I want to say performances are around 1 o'clock in the afternoon till about 5:30, 4:30. So CD Rose was the winner of our contest. Shout out to CD Rose. She did an amazing job submitting. Was really a fan of what we heard, so I'm really excited to have her in the program. Mal Sounds, who you've actually seen me do an interview with on the YouTube channel as well. Love him. Alex Molly, amazing R&B artist from here in New York. And then we have Dosey, who's a folk artist that we've listened to here as well. So this is the run of the show. This is the event schedule right here. Performances will be from 2 o'clock until about 3:50. There are going to be raffles throughout the day, so they'll be giving things away. You'll be able to check out Dolby Atmos and hear all about it. And if you have any questions for me or you want to tap in person, we can also chat in real life because I'm going to be at the store all day. And if you want to learn more about the JBL Music Academy and the Dolby Music Accelerator, which are both programs that are aimed at more independent and emerging talent, make sure you go over to this website, hit the RSVP, and just kind of take a scroll through. For those of you who don't know what Dolby Atmos is, there is a lot to learn. Try to say something in Japanese that got censored. It didn't even give me the option to not censor it, which is weird, because usually I would just accept it unless it was something really offensive. If you with us on TikTok, we're live on Twitch and YouTube right now. Submit your music for free at nero.fan/KayvanMD. Farnood was good. Salam. Welcome, welcome. For those of you in New York, if you missed it, I was just talking about this. I'm doing my first event in New York at the JBL store in Soho. Look, you can see the Adidas store in the back. I walk past this all the time. We're going to be out there December 13th all day. We'll have performances throughout the day from 4 artists that I curated from the community and out of independent artists that I'm just really a fan of. So it's going to be really, really good. If you haven't, you can also learn more about the Dolby Atmos Music Accelerator program right here too. We've got it in the link tree, so go check it out. Like I said, One More Time podcast just went up. New songs from the comments just went live today as well. If you have a song you want to drop in my comments to kind of keep in mind for this program and for this series, you can do that also just by going over to the Kayvan's House page on Instagram or on TikTok and submitting in my top new video, okay? So that's another thing that went up. We also just dropped new songs from the comments and a couple clips from the podcast. So,
monetize your skill set.
You know, if you didn't want to watch the whole thing, here's a quick clip for you.
I mean? Like, don't rely on other people to give you money. Don't beg people for money. Don't be like, hey,
don't
spend
do
your
it.
money on me. But give them an incentive and a reason to spend money with
Do that.
Or give you money, right? So if you have a skill set, you can apply to other things that you do. If like you make your own videos already, why are you not shooting videos for other people?
Yes.
You know what I mean? If like you take photos, why are you not taking photos for other people and charging
Why
them
not?
to do it? If you mix, why are you not mixing for other people?
Why are you
if you
doing it?
produce, why are you not selling beats on beat stores or doing
Connor,
something
what's
like
up,
that?
Kristen?
Even if it's under a
Hello,
pseudonym.
we are live on Twitch and
Or why
YouTube
are
right now. If you want to submit some
uploading
music,
instrumental tracks to Spotify and
nero.fan/KayvanMD to submit your music for free. I'll be listening to and giving feedback for the next
Something that I
2
don't think
hours.
enough artists do is just fucking barter with your homies.
Trade.
Like, make friends with other artists who need you to shoot their videos.
I think
and
this
have
is all
them
very
shoot
valid.
yours. It's not even necessarily always needing to be a super paid thing. It can also just be
Thanks.
a trade of service.
The thing that I always try and tell people is like figure out.
Anyway, go check out the rest of the podcast. I'm really, really happy with the way it turned out. If you want to go follow the guys as well, you can at One More Time Podcast. I think that's what it is on Instagram. Give me 1 second and I'll tell you. Yeah, One More Time Pod. Great dudes. Lots of really great information on their podcast. Really, really great guests on their podcast as well. Honestly, I'm a big fan of what they do and was really happy to be in it. And they're based in Atlanta too. So for anybody who's Atlanta based in here, just know this is a platform that does a lot of really, really cool stuff with independent and emerging talent that you guys should tap into. What we do here is music feedback. So if you are in the chat and you've never been in before, if you want to submit, it's always free for you to submit. All you have to do is hit !submit in our chat on YouTube or Twitch. And then if you want to submit, you'll just go over to Nero. If you want to skip the queue, there is a way to guarantee you get played on stream today for $5. That is a regular skip that is cheaper than everybody else, I promise you. That will guarantee you get played in full start to finish, and you'll get feedback from both myself and the community. $10 is super skip. You'll just get pushed up higher in the queue, but it is a guarantee that you'll get played before the end of the stream. Every 5 paid skips, we will bump somebody up at random for free. We'll do that all the way throughout the stream, and whenever we get done with the paid skips, we'll just do free skips and talk about music, because that's what we do here. If you are in the chat, there's one rule. The one rule is to please be respectful of each other. That is the only thing that I will kind of enforce, because I just don't really think that music feedback streams should be rude or disheartening or anything like that. It's hard enough to do this shit in the first place. You guys are putting yourself out there so we can give you the respect of talking to you in a respectful manner. I expect that of everybody in the community. So if you are here, please just make sure, if you are giving us feedback or you think something could improve, focus on the thing that can improve or that you think could get better. Don't just be like, this is trash. I don't like that. as kind of a waste of everybody's time if people are like, this is trash, this is garbage. So if you think something could be better, really talk about what that thing is. If it's the mix, tell us what you think it is in the mix. If it's the production, tell us what it is. If it's the writing or something you hear in the actual performance, tell us what those things are, because the whole goal here is to help artists develop, grow, and improve, and the only way to do that is to give them constructive criticism. So if you're in the chat, this is what it's for. If you want to go submit other music to us in other places, it's free to submit music for every piece of content that I make. You can go follow us over at Kayvan's House on Instagram to keep up with all the content pieces that we have for independent and emerging talent and the ways that we support you guys. There are a lot of things coming down the line as well next year. So just make sure you tap into the Discord if you haven't already. And that's that. We're going to get started. We'll get into your music right now. So, you know, you guys will see what's going on. You'll see I'll be pulling up socials as we go. We'll be following artists from the Kayvan's House page as well. So if you are here, thank you for being here. Thank you for taking part. Again, please just be respectful of each other. If you're on TikTok, Nero.fan/KayvanMD to submit your music for free. I'm going to leave this open, but just know that the experience on Twitch and YouTube is better because it's coming directly out of my computer and into the stream. So if you want to come check it out, feel free to come check it out. All right, let's get into your songs. First song, we've got Soleil Beats with Headlights. I'm assuming this is going to be an instrumental, which is, we never really start with beats, so this is not something I'm upset about. Let us know what you think in the chat. For all the producers in the chat, if you have feedback, that'd be great, okay? Let us know what you think.
And that takes time.
This is actually pretty solid already. It's good sound design on the synths. The sub is not overpowering, but it's hitting hard. It's not super overcomplicated. There's space for a vocal, which I think is really important too. Especially when we're talking about pitching beats to artists. If you want an artist, you want a vocalist on your song, you gotta leave space for them to actually get on it, right? If you're rocking with us, Soleil Beats, S-A-L-E-H Beats on Instagram, make sure you go follow if you like this. Part of drums, and this is a pretty beat, says Toby. What do you not like about the drums? Danny, thank you for the follow. And I never live without you. We got the Justin Bieber sample on here, which I love that song also. Pretty fun, could definitely get on this as freaky. I do think that the mix master is like, although it feels good, is maybe still a little biased and more kind of leaning towards the low end, which is maybe causing it to duck out some of the other things, but... Oh, you just think if it was a different style of drums, it would appeal to that artist more? Totally fair. This song is getting the DMCA of Death and Destruction, though. Because of the Justin Bieber sample? You're probably right about that. I really like it, though. I think as a composition, I enjoy it a lot. The instrumental sound design is probably one of the standouts for me. I love the way the synths is structured. I love the way they sound. I love the way they're designed. The Justin Bieber sample is a nice touch. I think as a listener, it's something fun. It's something engaging to listen to. If that was on social and you were pushing it there, I feel like people would gravitate towards it for that reason. The sub, low end, still a little too boomy. Maybe a little bit like just clashing with some of the other elements within the production as well. But overall, the thing that I will say and probably applaud the most is there's absolutely space for a vocal on that. And I think that is a key piece of any beat. Like, if you're going to be sending beats out to people, make sure you leave space for a vocal. And I think that did that perfectly. The arrangement on it was good. It wasn't super long, but honestly, like, that could be a standalone instrumental, and I would listen to it. If there was a vocalist on it, I wouldn't be mad about it either. I enjoyed it. Like, as a producer, like producer to producer, that is something that I enjoyed listening to. And it wasn't super loopy or boring or repetitive. Granted, it was short. But it was short and kind of moved in a way that felt really quick and fun to listen to as well. So, yeah, mostly positives for me there. I think the mix still needs a little bit of work. I think the master still needs a little bit of work just to make it really, really full and robust. I think just in general, you know what I mean? And maybe a little bit more balanced. But, yeah, I mean, if I was going to rate it, it was like a 8.5, 9 out of 10 for me. Like, it's close. It's really, really small details. Quarterback Blitz, Moss up next, dropping this song at midnight. Make sure you've put it in our release calendar if you are dropping new music this week, or did last week, honestly, because I didn't get a chance to check it out last week with Thanksgiving, but I am going to be updating our New Music Who This playlist with last week's releases as well this week. So just make sure you submit in the release calendar if you haven't. This is Quarterback Blitz by Moss. Took some inspo from Jid on the flow and honestly just tried something different. All right, cool. Always down to check out something a little bit different from you. Let us know what you think in the chat. This is Manny_Moss on Instagram. If you like this, make sure you go follow. I like the sample on this one. Very, very Fallout. I don't know why. I know why it reminds me of this, but.
Kick back, cool out, slick back, blue out. Freestyles, I can run this shit, no QB blitz, but a nigga get hit.
Crazy beat.
Can't keep them zip. The fist,
let us know what you think in the chat.
Legit. I'm serious, boy, this is real as it get. If you curious, then you delirious. She say, boy, this is it. Ain't no he say, run round you in circles, relay. You same boat, no delay. You came close, but close ain't close.
Which is that like 1940s, 50s kind of era music. I think always kind of reminds me of Fallout.
It might be rain, get it, B-R-A-I-N. Been a long time since I was 5'10". My friends back then probably ain't my friends right now, but it's cool that I was past tense. Don't fuck with foolish actions. Like
wow, Moss.
Just sat in class with homework stacking. Guess he didn't know.
This is not the right. This is not the right socials. It's Manny_Moss_. There's 2 underscores.
I'm serious, boy. This is good as it get. If you curious, then you delirious. She said. Kick back, cool out.
No, definitely American. So. I think the thing that I want to hear from you is a little bit more animation in your delivery. This one's a little bit less animated. I think where Jid differs is that he plays with his vocal tone a lot, right, in the delivery. The raps are great. The writing is great. The flows are fantastic. People are sliding outside of the pocket, sound a little rushed, but outside of that, it's really dope. I think you can definitely add some more personality to the cadence. I think that's what I hear as well. Just a little more personality in the cadence is it. Raps though, a top 2. So I gotta applaud you on the raps themselves. The delivery, I think, is the thing you could work on in this one. I mean, it comes out tonight, so it's a bit late for that. But the delivery, I think, in general, thank you. If you want to guarantee you get played, we do have a paid skip queue. It's up to you, though. Every 5 paid skips, we'll do a free skip. So just stick around if you don't want to do that. That's totally fine. That was Quarterback Blitz by Manny Moss. That drops tonight. Manny_Moss_ on Instagram. I would go check out Moss's other music, too, man. We've been listening to Moss here for probably... I don't know, maybe like a year at this point. Maybe, I don't know if it's been much longer than a year. Right? It's maybe just over a year. Yeah, we were definitely listening to you this time last year. So maybe like a year and a half. Maybe on its way to 2 years. But the one thing that I will say is I've definitely seen the consistent growth from this artist. This is something that I talk about a lot. Growth is key. You know what I mean? Whether that is developing artistically, whether that is the sound, whether that is just the way you write, all of that. This is the first song like that, so he's going to experiment with new stuff. I think that's the only thing. If you're going to make music in this space, I do think that that animation, that kind of cadence is important, and that variation there is, a little bit over a year, right? It's maybe like a year and a half. But the thing that I will say, from some of the early stuff we've listened to, which, I definitely had notes on to the last project that he put out, where I still had notes, but it was mostly mixed notes. It wasn't necessarily notes on the actual creation or the writing style or any of that. It's just this consistent development and upward trend of yes, this is improving over time. This music is getting better. He's experimenting with different sounds, different styles, but it's finding, I think, the sound that fits him best, which I would say for me, this is something I would love to hear more from you. You know what I mean? Is this style, this kind of fast-paced delivery, a little bit more of an aggressive production style than some of the older stuff. So I could see this working for you. It's not that I don't like the older stuff, but there is something about this it just catches you immediately, right? The energy in it is really there. Dysphoria, Malkeem up next, featuring Cap, Wilder. Let us know what you think in the chat. Free K1EM on Instagram. Ooh. What was everybody's listening age on your Spotify raps? I'm excited to hear more new stuff from you. I like this one from Keem as well. 17, 18. Mine was also 17. It's not sure. It says 666, 23. Not bad. Everybody in my job is 80 and 70. This one's got a really nice bounce to it. 21. I do think. Oh yeah, for sure. I have found myself having to explain that it's because I listen to so much emerging music, and that I'm always listening to what young people are listening to because I need to know what's happening. I do like this. I don't know that the songwriting for me is the strongest songwriting I've heard from this artist. Melodically, very good. The verses to me are actually stronger than the choruses, which is a good thing. But at the same time, I don't know that the hook is like catchy enough for it to stick with me. And that's probably something that I would say like, all right, like I would love to hear a catchier hook on this one than I do. Because everything else is catchy about it. Feels a bit KC-ish, says Toby. Let us know what you think in the chat, but I think everything else but the hook on this one really stands out to me. The hook, it's just like, I think for music like this, because like if you think about the most popular songs in this space, right? And popular, granted, is a subjective term, but if we're talking about like the hits in this space, right? Like we're talking Don Toliver, who arguably to me right now is probably making the best music that sounds like this. Like I don't know that I would really say that about too many. Like Travis, I've historically enjoyed Travis. I think Travis is probably making some of the worst music that I've heard him make in his career so far. It just feels like he's kind of lost the edge that he had before, and that I think just happens to artists as they get older, right? And like you get to a certain level of like fame and richness or wealth, and it's just kind of like, what the fuck do you write about anymore? And so I think he's kind of hit that. He's hit that like, I'm recycling the same kind of fucking topic shit to like try and chase the same hit that I've already done. That's kind of vibe that I get from Travis right now. Whereas Don Toliver still feels like he's having this rise. He's having these moments. He's still experimenting with the sound and stuff like that. So hey, yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna get super into that, but yes, I agree also. But look, that was kind of the same with Sheck West, if we're being honest. Like, and I will say, maybe more of like a personal thing and something I've noticed and have kind of experienced myself with one of my clients is when you are signed to an artist or you sign to somebody who has their own shit going on in their career, they are always going to be more focused on their own shit than they are on yours. And if they don't have the infrastructure and the team around their label or their imprint or whatever it is to really actually do the thing that's needed to be done, that they're really not going to do all that much for you. Like it's very much going to be on your manager and on you to kind of make the best of that situation. And sometimes there's nothing you can do. Sometimes the visions don't align, and I think that's probably what's happening there. It's probably what happened with Sheck West to an extent, and it's what happened with my client as well in the situation we were in. So it just kind of is what it is. You know what I mean? I mean, Don, I think, is kind of an example of where that's not been the case. Though I do think a part of that also was Don having these like viral moments with these songs that just kind of happened, you know what I mean? And kind of propelled him into this different place in his career. Because if you just look at it from like a music release standpoint, I don't know that the numbers were doing that crazy prior to his like very organic and natural feeling virality on social media platforms, right? Like fucking feel like I did too much, like whatever that song's actually called, like the title of the song. But when it had that viral moment, I feel like that was like a real turning point for Don Toliver. And from that, he kind of built off of it in a really cool way, which you don't really always see with artists who are signed to other artist labels. And some artists do better jobs of it than others. I feel like hip hop artists generally are probably the ones where I see them do the worst job of helping break artists through their own subsidiary labels, because I do think also sometimes it's more of a vanity play than it is actually a business decision that is thinking about building a legacy, which, again, if you look back historically, is maybe not so much the case in a time period where selling records was kind of more the way that people were making money. That's just not it anymore. And people, I think there was a little bit more of a direction on how to break artists in the past when people were starting imprints versus now when it is very much kind of like, well, you're kind of relying on your brand identity to be the thing that helps you break a new artist. You're kind of relying on your existing fan base to like the thing that you're pushing, and if they don't, then they just don't. And it's less about building these like big teams or getting these big budgets around these things. Whereas, like, I mean, I was watching the fucking 50 Cent Diddy documentary and looking at the way the Bad Boy was built and the amount of money that they got to start it in the first place. That's just not what it is anymore. You know what I mean? So I think that's all these things kind of come into play. But back to the point. I think Don's done a really good job of this. And I think the thing that Don does extremely well is his hooks are undeniable every time. We got a little off topic there, but that is the thing that I was trying to talk about with this one is like, for me, the hook on this one could have been a little bit stronger. I think had it been a little bit stronger, I probably would have been like, yes, this is exactly what it needs to be. I do think your verses were really strong on this. I do think your melodic choices were really good. Your vocal delivery was really good. But to me, the hook was not the most standout hook that I've heard from you or in this space. And that's probably the thing that I would say. All right, Pink, October up next. First ever self-produced. Oh, very exciting. Let us know what you think in the chat. I'm gonna have production feedback for you, I'm sure. If you're with us on TikTok, Nero.fam/KayvanMD to submit your music for free. If you want to do the paid skip, that will guarantee you get played on stream.
Girl, I got that bag coming. You ain't stagnant. Rest up like I'm running. Leave that little hoe in the past.
All right.
Sorry, can't look past nothing.
The last two chords that we just got past, those feel like they're a little out of key. It's just a weird progression. So that's the first thing I'm gonna say.
Like 2013, LeBron, I still had tens on my feet. Laser be hating, they all on my
I don't love the electric piano sound, but I think that's maybe more of a subjective thing than you could not change it. It's not the end of the world.
She fold my voice and I fold with her courage. She put on that outfit, I tell her she served. And then we gon' fuck, now we shaking the earth. I put it in slow so it's calming her nerves. Don't know why these boys talking like they adjacent. They still behind me and I'm barely pacing.
Biggest thing for me here is the chord progression, bro. Like, I do think that's probably my biggest note is that the chord progression doesn't really feel like a chord. It moves a little weird once you get into the second half. It starts out really strong. When you get into the last three chords of the progression, that's where it feels like it gets a little off base. You know what I'm saying? There's just something that clashes when you get into that third one. Yeah, like that's the biggest thing. Look, I would say, like, there's a couple things that I would suggest, right? One, if you have the ability to, try and look up one kind of like circle of fifths stuff, because that will help. It does sound a little funky. I can't tell. I'm leaning towards that that it's not catching my ear in the best way versus liking it. Only because it doesn't change all that much either. Like, it's pretty consistent all the way throughout. So you hear it a lot. You hear it a lot of times. It's repeated. So that's probably why I'm leaning towards it needing a little bit of work on the actual chord progression. Things that I will suggest. Circle of fifths. Learn the circle of fifths. It's going to help you with basically every chord progression. Second thing that I would say and advise you to do is, as you are learning how to produce, like, and this is, for me, I've been doing this for years, but the more you play other popular songs, the more you learn the chord progressions and where things go. Also learn your scales. Scales, to me, is the biggest thing, because it's going to show you your root note. One, you'll be able to kind of figure out where your root is, and then figure out how to build that chord around it. It's just some of those things. Yeah, adding the chromatic notes, it can definitely, I agree with Caratal, like it can be a dangerous slope to ski down, even if you do know what you're doing at times. You know what I mean? Because it's just, especially if, like, your melody, right? You're not doing a chromatic scale on your melody for the lead vocal. So there's going to be moments when those chromatic notes come in and they clash with whatever your lead vocal melody is. I think, it's easier to add those notes once you have the lead melody. So if you did that before you added the actual lead vocal melody, maybe you do your vocal recording first, and then you come back and you add those chromatic notes, because it's going to allow you to build that around the vocal melody and vocal key, like the key and the scales that you're in, as opposed to doing it before and then having this kind of like vocal melody that clashes in moments. Cutie, what's up? We're live on Twitch and YouTube right now. Yeah, there's another, you can upload directly to Nero. I'm the only one who can see those, so it's not like something that I'm going to take your shit. If you want to submit, if you guys are Nero.fam/KayvanMD, we have like a lighter queue than usual today. That was October with his first self-produced song. It was called Pink Matter. October_XX on Instagram. Just keep working on it, bro. I think that's the thing with production. It's just one of those things, the more you do, the more it makes sense. The other thing that you could do, and this is like what I have been doing more recently, but like if you use like Native Instruments machine to produce, right? There is like a whole like section where you can automatically build chords and build your chord progression with like just like pushing one button. So instead of you having to like actually structure the chords note by note, which if I'm being honest, it is not the hardest thing in the world. Like you will do it. But you could start using some of those like auto-generating chord progression tools. I got a Rolly keyboard. You can do that also. I've found that's a great way to also figure out inversions and those kinds of things, or maybe augments and things like that, just to kind of play with the chord progression a little bit more. But that's my big thing. I think that was the thing that probably stood out to me more than anything. And then the actual sound choice of the electric piano as well, which again is way more subjective. But I do think that like every producer I've ever talked to or sent loops to, and this is feedback they've given me too, is quite literally if my sounds sound too stock, they're always like, hey, this sounds like way too much of a stock sound. So even if you're tweaking the sounds here and there, I think that's one of the things to work on and would suggest working on as well. There are things for Logic as well. So I would just keep playing with it. Just keep working on it. It's not the end of the world. You should hear the first beats that I ever made. They are fucking dog shit. So just keep working at it, bro. It literally, like, producing and composing music is just something the more you do, the more that it starts to make sense in your head. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's totally fine. And I really think it's just the chord progression. I actually liked a lot of the other parts of it, but it's just keep working at it. And you can still work on it now. You know what I mean? Don't just give up on that thing. Just keep working on it. And I do think, like, you could even start just by taking out some of those chromatic notes and seeing where you're at. You know what I mean? Love You Forever by Jangy up next. Self-produced, written, mixed, and mastered. We're going to do our first free skip of the night after this one. Let us know what you think in the chat.
I just wanna be your night and marry you forever.
Let us know what you think in the chat. I've got some feedback on the writing, I think, already.
It was all the lies you told that kept me in a state of blood. So I slip into the dark, now you're gone with the weather. Baby, I just wanna go out, I just wanna see the sky. My freezes in my own world, feeling less alive. Like a dying bird, my wings.
I kind of like the variation in the rhymes. It's not the rhyme scheme, but in the syllables line to line, it's kind of a nice touch at times. I feel like Janky's not gonna like my response because sometimes I feel like you don't actually like my feedback. Which it is what it is. It is what it is, unfortunately. Like, I don't love the rhyme between Forever and Lover, personally. And then, from a syllable standpoint, kept me in a state of blur. I don't know if I love the way that feels rhythmically. Again, that's very subjective. Let us know what you think in the chat, though. Yeah, it's the writing for me. I think it's the lyrics that I think could use a little bit. I think the melodies are perfect, but. I think I like the idea. I like the production. And I think Jangy's here in the background, but he's probably not. Like, he's just been he's going to come back in the chat. Mark my words. Jangy comes back in the chat in like 5 minutes. He's like, did you play my song yet? And I'm going to be like, yeah, we played your song. I gave you the feedback. Unfortunately, this happens a lot because he'll go in and out. It's fine. I'm not pressed. All right, here's my thing. I do think that some of the writing could be stronger. There's little things, man. There's just little things I think you could do cleaned up. When you did I Just Want to Be Your Night, Marry You Forever, and you took out the and, I actually thought that sounded better than when you had the and in there. Again, that rhyme scheme between Forever and Lover, I don't know that I love that personally. It's probably something that I would have gone back to edit myself as a writer. McBroughton, if you want to submit, just make sure you go to nero.fm/KayvanMD. I would love to listen to it. If you want to love Dig Deeper into that, totally fair from Cam from the Coast also. It was all the lies you told that kept me in a state of blur. It was all the lies you told kept me in a state of blur. I just think there's rhythmically maybe a better way to deliver that by taking out some of the extra words that you don't need necessarily. You could probably cut out the it was all the lies you told that kept me in a state of blur. I don't know if I know what state of blur is also, so I think there's maybe a better way to say that specific thing to just kind of get the point across. So I slip into the dark night. Yeah, gone with the weather. Sure. Maybe I just want to go up. I want to see the sky. My heart freezes. I feel less alive. I'm like a dime, but I'm always unable to fly. Wish I wasn't dead to you. Yeah, I do think that the lyrics could be a little bit more. I always tell writers this, right? make me feel the thing that you want me to feel. Don't just tell me how you feel. You know what I mean? And I think that's the thing that as a great writer will do is they'll make you feel the thing that they are talking about through the way that they're saying it and through the delivery and the vocal as well, but through the way that they're saying it without being super straightforward all the time about the lyrics. And I do think that's probably one of the things I would encourage you to do is like some of these lyrics are very on the nose, very to the point, very straightforward, but almost too much so. You know what I mean? Like I do want to I do want to see you dig into the emotions a little bit more and into the way that makes you feel and like the actions and how they make you feel as opposed to like, this is how I feel because of this thing. Does that make sense? And granted, maybe not every writer will agree with this, but I think to me, if I'm thinking about the great writers and the ones that like, and not just even music, like poets, novelists, like film, script writers, like the ones that really stand out are the ones who are able to make you feel this thing that they want you to feel without just saying it outrightly. And so that's the thing that I would encourage you to do and think about as you are writing your lyrics, Jangy, is just try not to be so straightforward about them and try to make us feel the thing you want us to feel. Like, I don't know how to describe it better than that, but I think that's what it is for me. Like for me, the melodies have always been really strong with you. The rhythmic delivery at times could be a little bit better, I think. You know, like that's just something you need to work on. Editing, I think, a little bit more and just dialing in a little bit more at times. The ideas are always good. The lyrics and the writing to me is something that I would still encourage you to keep working on. And I do think one of the things that helps a lot with that, and I know people don't like to do this anymore, but like, I gotta be real, guys, like reading is like such a good way to get better at writing. And like reading great authors and great poets and stuff like that, because it'll just get you thinking about structuring your words in a different way. And yeah, like listening to music, especially if you're just listening to new music, that's not really going to challenge you as a writer, I don't think, as much. But I do think that like reading classic literature, reading classic poetry, like listening to older music as well, like it gets you, it kind of forces you and kind of prompts you into thinking about how you write differently. And I think we are in a time right now where musically a lot of people aren't really writing songs. Like they're going in, they're freestyling, they're not really editing their lyrics at all, right? Like they're going in, it's just capturing a moment, which is great. But I think if you want to be a great songwriter, like a really, really great songwriter, then you have to be able to be aware of what makes writing great and really dive into that. Jack Hilton, I would love to listen to your song, man. If you want to submit, all you have to do is hit !submit in our chat. If you want to skip the queue and guarantee you get played on stream, you can do that. But we are about to do our first free skip of the night. I am hoping the Jangy sees and hears this and doesn't just hate me forever. But those are the things that I think, like, to me, would improve and help develop this artist, is really just focusing on the writing. And even if that's writing with other people, man, bring a songwriter into the room. There's nothing wrong with that. It's not cheating. People do it all the time. But having somebody who's there to help with the writing, I think would probably also dramatically improve the music overall and just help you take that next step and get to that next level. Free Jangy on Instagram if you like that, though. And if you think you could help or you want to tap in and work with him, definitely do. I think there's potential there. I just think it's like dialing on very specific things and improving on those things. Rave made it up next. First free skip of the night. Every 5 paid skips, we do one of these random free skips. This is our first one. Rave made it. Prod by Stash. Let us know what you think in the chat. And look, guys, this is not me saying I'm the best writer in the world either, like just for what it's worth. But these are the things that I think have made me a better writer. You know what I mean? And I think do make me a better writer at times is just really thinking about it and trying to improve. And that's just work, you know? Goddamn. This is like one of those beats that leaves so much space for the vocal. I do like this. I actually would not do much else to it. Where it is right now, it needs a vocal, and I think the vocal is what rounds this out and completes it. It could be longer, and I think maybe just doubling it, you know what I mean, to bring back this like kind of like verse section, chorus section, maybe a little bit more structure to the beat so that it feels like a fleshed out song from an arrangement standpoint is what you need. But I don't think I would add much to this the way that it is right now, it leaves a lot of space for that vocal to kind of be the thing that just rounds it out, you know? You could maybe bring the melodic elements and the beat up a touch. I don't think that would be a bad thing by any means, because it's a nice melody. But it does go hard, and I think the vocal is the thing it needs. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think it needs much else than that. I would not change much about this. And it might feel simple, but I think when you think about the big rap songs, like the really, really big ones, 9 out of 10 times the beat is extremely simple. And that's something I learned from doing Deconstruct as a Genius. Is something I've learned from asking producers and just from looking at the charts and like looking at what does. Space is key. And I think what you've done masterfully here is left space for a vocal to be the thing that finishes it off, right? And even listening to it now, it's like, damn, like, give me this right now. I'll fucking write a song to this and record a song to this, because it feels like that's the only thing that it needs. It gives you so much inspiration to be like, wow, this is exactly where a vocal fits.
Here we go again.
So for me, great job. W900, thank you for the sub, man. Really appreciate it. If you are in the chat and you want to submit, if you're with us on TikTok, just go to nero.fam/KayvanMD. It's free for you to submit. If you want to skip the queue, we do have a paid skip queue. It's $5 for a regular skip, $10 for a super skip. Both of those will guarantee you get played on stream today in entirety. We don't skip songs. We don't do any of that stuff. Jack, you need to submit via Nero, though. That is where I pull all the submissions from. It actually just helps us get through more songs. Rave made it on Instagram. If you're rocking with that one, I think you did a really great job there, honestly, man. Like, that was a standout beat for me. Cam Murdoch up next. Freak You Right. Song drops on DSPs. You just click the link, and it's super self-explanatory. All you gotta do is click that link that's in the chat. Let us know what you think of the chat. First music video of the night. Thank you, W900 J-Man. I appreciate it. Oh, if you put it in there, then it's in there already. Okay, if you want to do a paid skip, you can, and that will guarantee and push you up higher. But if not, then stick around, because we'll do another free skip in 4 songs, okay? For me, baseline on this one is probably the thing that stands out and catches my ear. That's probably what can improve. Love the rest of the melodic elements in the production. Vocal sounds nice. Mix around the vocal sounds good. Yeah, bro. Look, I think I said this last time. I want more melodic Cam Murdoch music. I think there's something really nice about like the tone of your voice when you're singing.
Just wondering if you seen the way I look at you. Don't wanna stay here too long because I'm
Cheers and thanks for keeping me hydrated. I appreciate it.
I don't feel no shame about what we finna do.
Yeah.
I know you're shy, I do you right. No, I ain't playing. Know what you like.
It is smooth. I think this bass line, there's something clashing about this bass line specifically on this chorus section.
Hey, baby. I was just looking through some pictures of you on my phone. You know.
It's so close, though. I will say, again, I do very much like JTA. Thank you for the follow. I do very, very much like the overall feeling and vibe of this. More of this from you. Hands down, without a doubt. A+, 10 out of 10, more of this kind of style of music from you. I think it needs more bounce and maybe change the tempo, says Kid Cisco. Like the entire song, I don't know if I feel that way about the entire song. To me, bass line on this one could be just a little stronger and maybe move with the song a little bit more than it does. I don't know that rhythmically it really feels like it fits. Same thing with the notes at times. I don't know that fits with the song quite as much as everything else feels like it fits together. And that's the only reason that I say that, because it does kind of stand out to my ear as I'm listening. For the most part, though, I do really like this one. Vibe is cool, it's just a little slow for me. Totally fair. Totally fair. Cam from the Coast on Instagram, based in Tokyo right now. So if you end up in Japan, hit him up. Tap in, bro. Amazing music scene out there as well. That was Freak You Right. That one drops tomorrow. Make sure you put that in the release calendar also. Course Arena up next, Losing Something You Love. We're going to get a little French house right now. Vibes are going to change a little bit. Let us know what you think in the chat. And again, if you want to submit, it's always free to submit. If you do want to join our skip queue and guarantee your song gets played on stream today, you can do that as well, but that's up to you. Hey, hey, hey. This is actually one of the rare instances where I wish there was just a little bit more presence on the drums. This is Dream House. Is that a thing? It's a thing if you say it is. I think you can make genres these days. Genre is like kind of a dead thing to me. I don't really care for genre. I just think it's kind of a pointless thing. Rave Meta says, I like this. I like this too. I want to hear more from the claps, more from the kicks though. I think Pharrell and the way that Pharrell mixes some more of the songs that kind of feel like they fit in this realm will be a good reference point for your drums specifically. Got a good bounce to it. Pretty good sound design. Love the way that all the synth sound. Love the way that the bass sounds on this one. It moves well. I do wish that the drums had a little bit more of a knock to them, a little bit more of a bounce to them. The vocals a nice touch. This guitar solo is a really nice touch. Very Daft Punk-esque. At this moment right here. Hey. Yeah. Oh, this queue is building, guys. Again, if you do want to guarantee you get played on stream today, best thing you can do is join our paid skip queue. We do only have a couple more left, though. So if we get into free ones, we get into free ones. If it's a short stream, it's a short stream. Brave says, file low-key. I really like Core Stream, man. I've been saying this for years. We've been listening to Core Stream for a minute. And the one thing he is consistent. You know what I mean? This like French house, dream house kind of vibe. It's a consistent sound. It's always really cohesive. It definitely nods back to people like Justice and Daft Punk, which I really appreciate as a fan of both of those acts and producers myself. It just feels good, man. I've always loved music in this space. It's so, like, undeniably groovy, you know? This one, like, the vocals on this really kind of, like, tie it all together, though, and make it so dreamy. I feel like without that, it's less dreamy, but the vocal on top just makes it so much, like, more, like, spacey and just, I hate ethereal, but I'm gonna have to use ethereal in this case. I think that's the perfect description for the way that it feels. So, yeah, Shane says, just submitted a couple unreleased. Beautiful. Hopefully we get to them very shortly, bro. All right. That was Core Stream 3000 on Instagram. We got J Chromatic up next. Yo, what's good? I really like this song. Like, it's overly chill, and I feel like it could be big. Could you look at my promo on Instagram and let me know what I should change or what I should add? All right, let's listen to the song, and then we'll check out the promo. Let us know what you think in the chat. This is Origami by J Chromatic, an artist that I do generally really enjoy listening to here on stream as well. I do still think the mixes in general have needed a little bit of work, though. They're very heavy on the low end. I'm gonna save this one.
I hope when I chase my dreams, I ain't going crazy. If you put me in a room full of hoes, yeah, this shit gon' face me. I told her homie, we gon' run these raps, we gon' make it. I manifest this, grab my hands, yeah, we gon' keep chasing. I smoke this gram to my head, hope that shit ain't lace.
I wish he'd linked us to the promo for this song too, because now I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to be looking for.
My memories, throwing stuff in the lake. Before you know it, if I'm gonna be gone, go ahead and put the
Is this the promo?
Rolling dirt, my paper, yeah, I feel like an origami. That nigga tripping on the same bitch, yeah, this shit is so beyond me. I'm driving 40 minutes.
This has to be alright.
Niggas like Yami. And shout out nigga KayvanMD, yeah, that nigga so inspired. I'm burning on them DVDs, a nigga was always pirating. My shit is hot, like I keep it straight, like I was iron.
I mean, I got thoughts on the promo. I'll tell you guys in a second. The song is hard. I like the song itself. But I'll talk about the promo in a second.
I've been doing my own shit, nigga feel like a liar. I've been spinning behind the scenes like I'm Kanye through the wire. I ain't want no tub, I wanna come home to a sensitive bitch. In my runway in the fashion.
Let us know what you think in the chat.
I can't be lazy no more, cause niggas been going harder than this. I'm trying to show my hunger so I can feast at the finish. I'm keeping shit symmetrical, gotta keep diminished. I know I'm winning in the end, hope this shit was written. In this life, I was so glitchy. I was so finished. I put up vote, we gon' go with it.
Song's pretty solid, needs a big moment. I feel that from an arrangement standpoint. I think this one is supposed to be a little bit more chill. I actually think with the right type of promo, this could be bigger than it is.
full hoes, yeah, she gon' face it. I told her homie we gon' run these
And I do think that this is solid promo, right? It can't be the only piece of promo you do. This is definitely more of a vibe than it feels like it needs to, like, yeah, a little bit more flow variation I don't think would be a bad thing. I see what you're saying about, like, the build into, like, climax as well. We don't really get that from this one like it does. It sits a little flat. It is very chill. All right, on the promo side of things, because for me, J Chromatic, like, I think he's got a good ear for music. I have enjoyed a lot of the music that he sends through. I do think it's pretty solid overall. There is things that I do think could probably improve, but the promo is probably the biggest thing that I think could improve, right? All right, so a couple notes. Couple immediate notes. One, there is no hook on this, right? So, like, if you think about a visual hook, there's a reason why certain artist content does so well. I'm going to use J.O. as an example, though it's not the same type of music. But I do think what J.O. does really, really well is having a visual hook in the content that he makes. This is the visual hook right here, right? You're like, oh my God, how's he doing this? We've got the lyrics on screen, so you can see the lyrics. You can read along with the song. You can understand what's being said. It's short. It's not the whole song. It makes you rewatch it. It makes you go back. It makes you want to check out other things. What you'll also notice is he's also doing behind-the-scenes content as a way to make more content about the content that he's making, which I think is also really important. It's not that it's the... Marketing skills do go a long way, but it's a visual hook. A visual hook is a really, really important piece of any piece of content. A lot of content creators will talk about this, but it is the thing that keeps you, like it sucks you in. You know what I'm saying? And at a certain point, you've watched so many pieces of content about the same type of song or about the same song, the song gets stuck in your head. And so he's been doing stuff like this, right? This is almost a series of him doing content with this guy in a green screen kind of suit. And so I think he's a prime example of how to make really, really engaging social media content around your music consistently, because he just does like a bunch of like cool stuff. And like he's been pushing this song for fucking weeks. This is a 15-week-old piece of content that we're looking at right now for a song that he is still pushing up until 4 or 5 weeks ago.
Running any.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, I think that's the thing. One, right? If we go back to this, there is not that much of a visual hook to this, right? We've got no lyrics on screen. The music is there. You are performing it. I think that's an important piece of content to have overall. But it is one piece of content within a whole suite of pieces of content that you should be making around your songs. So for me, this is good. Immediately, put your fucking lyrics on screen. That's probably the first thing I would say about this one specifically. Put the lyrics on screen. Second thing that I would say is, like, the song's called Origami, right? Figure out how to work origami into the rollout plan at all, even if it's like you folding up a piece of paper with the lyrics or folding up a photo of somebody or like whatever it is. The fit is hard. I agree with that. But I don't think that these pieces alone are enough to promote a song specifically, right? They're good to have. You should have them. But what is the visual hook? What is the thing that's keeping us in there? What's the thing that's bringing us back to it? It's good that you've made it. That is the first hurdle. Making content. Keep making content. But as you are making content, keep thinking about what types of content you can make. There's a reason that the shit in the car, playing this for my mom for the first time works. Playing this for my friend for the first time. Like, look at the styles of content that people are working, that are making, and try and do the same thing. Don't just straight up copy it, but like look at the format. Think about how you can apply the format to your own music and your own style of music, and then run with that. You know what I mean? If you need ideas, start there for ideas. Go to ChatGPT. Ask ChatGPT for fucking social media content ideas that you can try to promote your song. It'll give you a list. I've done this. So I just think there are more things you can do. It doesn't mean that it's bad. It's great that you are making content. But at the same time, just now it's like, all right, think about what that hook is. How are you bringing people in? How you hooking them into the video? How are you keeping them there to watch it throughout? How are you bringing them back to watch so many different types of pieces of content that they can't stop thinking about the song? That's all. Yeah, easily could be doing some origami with money or lyric sheets. Exactly. You know what I mean? Like, I think there's just, you got to start thinking about music marketing as marketing, right? Like, it's not just about putting the song up and hoping for the best, but it's thinking about how do I actually fucking like get people in the door and keep them there to like consume my content. And a big thing about that is the hook, right? And the way that people connect to it. And that doesn't have to be some silly thing. You know what I mean? Like, I think there are other examples. The J.O. example, I think, is just somebody who does a really good job visually of creating those hook moments that keep you there and keep you coming back. But I think that there are a million ways to do this, right? Like, it could be an emotional kind of connection. And, you know, let's say the song is about, like, fucking the way that you're, like, folding up your feelings and pushing them into a box. So that's not what it is. But if that's what it was, you know what I mean? Like, what's the emotional connection? How do you get people to care and connect with? Similarly to what we said about Janky's song, how do you get them to feel the thing that you want them to feel? Yes, it is all genres. Feel free to submit whatever you want. But it's, you know, that's the challenge of an artist now, is to figure out how to get the audience to care about what they're doing and connect with it. So you really have to think about that when you're making content as well. Content is not just making it, putting the song on it, throwing it up and hoping for the best. That is, you can do it that way. It's probably not going to work as well as really strategically thinking about how can I make content that is going to impact the people that I am trying to reach with my music, right? So think about what they're listening to. What are they looking at? What are they consuming? Where are they? How do you reach them, right? So I just think that's the thing that you need to start thinking about as an artist now. Yeah, like, it sucks that you have to be a marketing executive as well, but at the same time, if you do it, it's just going to make your entire life easier, even if you end up hiring somebody down the line. So that's all I would say. Just quit yapping. Hey guys, it's John Clifford. What's going on with the other songs? They're going to get played. We're going to try and get through as many songs as possible. And quite honestly, bro, I'm going to keep yapping because that's what people come here for. Must be love, Damani.jk. Up next, any suggestions on improvements to cashiers of the editorial curators, or do they consider the artist numbers more than music? It depends. It's a bit of both. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you got to make making content fun also. All right, Damani, Must Be Love, featuring Justice the Artist. We listened to another song from these guys the other day. Damani from Jamaica. Sweet Love was the other song we listened to. A little bit more of a reggae touch on that one. Are you to me? Or are you telling me to over your dim? I've just worked a full day at work, and I'm doing this because I enjoy it. So I'm okay. I don't care, bro. This is the internet. I expect people to be somewhat rude at times. Like, don't give a fuck. Did I have any involvement with signing Win? Yes and no. I worked on Win stuff and did a lot of pitching for it. But Rob, my boss, was the one who brought her in and signed her. I appreciate Out of Place. Thank you. I like this one too. I actually listened to this earlier today, so I've kind of already given it the run through, and I didn't really have too much feedback on it then either. And you can ask whatever questions you want here. I'm really not pressed about what questions you guys ask me. I love the pace of this. The other thing I will say is, of this EP, Must Be Love, Sweet Love, Must Be Love, the pacing of the songs is cohesive too, so they feel like they fit together in a project. Patch Bo came to live with the chat. Now I gotta... Yeah, sorry. Twitch has been going crazy with the ads recently. First step, just do something content-wise. Second step, once you get... Exactly. I agree with you, Steve-O. JTA, let me know when you're back. I'll answer the question again. I don't actually have much feedback on this one. I think the mix on Justice's vocal on this one feels maybe a little too reverby, delayed for my taste, but again, that's very personal. Love the melodies, love the arrangement, love this little guitar solo that's happening right now. So JT, I didn't sign Win, my boss signed her, but I did work on all of the music that we did. So everything from, I want to say like, because I did a lot of pitching on the DSP side for it, and on the curator side as well. So what was the first one we did? It would have been John Morant, I think, was the first one we did. And then all of the scheduling and stuff like that, I kind of worked on that side. I was definitely more behind the scenes, but Rob was the one that brought that one in because he had an existing relationship with Win, and then with Courtney, a manager as well. And then on the day-to-day, I worked on a lot of the, you know, the actual like pitching for things, scheduling, uploading, that kind of stuff. Yeah, Joel Morant was the first thing we did, and then I did basically everything after that up until this mixtape, which we're not working on. So yeah. Yeah, Draw Morant was the first one that I actually worked on, but it was great. I mean, like, honestly, like, I mean, I can show you this because this is not editorial placements. This is not private knowledge or like not known knowledge, but this is all the releases that I worked on Genius Distro and did the DSP pitching for. And these are all the editorial placements I've got. The top of this starts in 2023. So this is 2023 releases right here, all the way down to here, 2024 releases. And these are all the editorial placements I got for those releases in 2024. And then 2025 releases up until now. These are all the placements that I've gotten at DSPs for the artists that we've worked with in 2025. So yeah, this is not like a private spreadsheet. I just keep spreadsheets like this to kind of keep track of my work. You know what I mean? I have one for my management clients as well. That one I can't auto pull up, so I'm not going to pull it up right now, but I have one for my management clients as well. But this is just my way of keeping track so that when I'm doing stuff like, you know, pitches to DSPs, I can kind of pull from and be like, yeah, like in our last release, we got new joints, fresh finds, hip hop, fresh finds, all new hip hop, blah, blah, blah. These are Apple Music, blah, blah, blah. Like it's also part of like building a solid pitch. So yeah, this is just how I keep track of like all of the editorial placements that I've gotten. But this was 2023, which was a really, really good first year for us. And obviously Win got some really, really big placements, which was great too. Any tips on how you get placements as a producer? Yes, build relationships with managers, build relationships with A&Rs at labels, build relationships with publishers, and build relationships with other producers. If you can make loops and you can send out, you know, like melodic loops, do that. If you can send out drum loops, do that. But just really get good at what you do and network. You know what I mean? Make social media content if you're not doing that too. I don't think there's any point if you don't have fun with it. I agree. Content becomes a chore when you don't have fun doing it. So like if you can make it fun, it does absolutely make every other part of it easier. Yeah, that's fine. Feel free to switch over to YouTube if you want. So you want to start with my tips for pitching. Uploading ahead of time. You know what I mean? Like I think that's one of the big things. Sorry, I'm going to answer this question. We'll get back into the music in a second. One of the first things that I would say when it comes to pitching, data is really important. So editorial placements are good. They are not going to be the thing that breaks you. The thing that breaks you is going to be building a really like engaged audience and fan base who is listening to your music and actually giving you the data that then you can pitch to editorial place, you know, to DSPs and editorial curators. Having a distributor that kind of prioritizes you is also really important because a lot of DSPs just won't take pitches from you directly. You can do it through Spotify for artists. There's people like Alasia and Carl Cherry who do listening sessions on Twitter as well, where you can submit your music to them directly on Twitter. And that's definitely gotten not only artists that I've worked with, but artists that I see out in the world get placements on editorial playlists as well. So you really just have to be creating it. I think 9 out of 10 times where I see people get placements randomly and just out of the blue is because their social media content is doing really well. These editorial curators are out in the world as well. You know what I'm saying? Like they're out there. There is a way to get in contact with me. It's in the Discord. You can hit me on socials as well. I do consultations. You can do all that kind of stuff. What I mentioned regarding Twitter. So Alasia Sierra, who is the head of R&B at Spotify. She does all the editorial curation there. And then also Carl Cherry, who is the head of hip hop, also does curation. And you can literally I have my alerts on for both of those people on Twitter because every now and then they'll just be like, yo, I'm listening to music for the next hour. And then I'm immediately in there as one of the first people sending music in their fucking Twitter, like just publicly, like tweeting at them being like, yo, check this out. And I think that's a good way to build rapport with somebody as well. You know what I mean? If you're just interacting with that content, like I'm in people's comments all the time pitching music, bro. Like I'm not even gonna lie. Like a lot of the curators that I've gotten to know them because I've just literally been in their comments pitching them music and they liked what I sent, or they were already a fan of an artist that I knew that they were a fan of. Alasia Sierra right here, ALAYSIASERRA, used to be at Apple Music, now at Spotify as the head of R&B. You know, they're on here every now and then, and I'm gonna scroll down because like you'll see it. Like I just turn your fucking notifications on and pay attention. Every time I see one of the things pop up, I'm like checking to be like, are they listening to music right now? And they're not always, you know what I mean? Like sometimes that's not what it is. There's a lot of other stuff that they're tweeting about that's not that. But right here, November 5th, it's been a minute, so it's only right that I do a listening session. Kind of a busy day, but I'm going to try to listen to everything sent to me between now and 10 a.m. Pacific time. There is 52 replies to this only. I'm right there. I am right there pitching in the tweets, man. So like, I think that's the thing, right? Like, one, have movement, create kind of a momentum on social, do ad spends, make engaging content, figure that out. But at the same time, hey, bro, I appreciate that, Carrie, but I'm this is just shit that I've learned. You know what I mean? I'm happy to share it with you guys, and that's kind of like the point. Same thing with Carl Cherry, who's the head of hip hop. He does a similar thing on Twitter sometimes. But yeah, for all the music creators, like, I'm in the comments, bro. Like, I'm gonna talk to them. If they fuck with it, great. If they're down to like follow me and like chat more, great. It's a big queue, but it's not a big queue. We only have 2 more paid skips, and then we're gonna do free skips after that, probably for quite a bit. If you do a paid skip, it guarantees you get played. If you absolutely need a guarantee, you can. Obviously, it's $5 for a regular, 10 for less is also fine. I just didn't want to charge people a lot. No, not figure that out. What I mean is, like, the first thing you need to do for pitch. All right, so for pitching, sorry, I got off topic. For pitching, turn your shit in way ahead of time. The longer ahead of time you can, the more likely it is the people are going to have an opportunity to see it, because they'll have more time to look at it. You know what I mean? Do your Spotify for artist pitches. Do your Tidal music for artist pitches. There's a whole like form that you can do with Tidal now where you can upload stuff. They're giving money to artists. Like, you got to pay attention to the tools and the things that people are releasing in their for artist product. Apple Music for artists doesn't have a thing. Amazon Music for artists, you can pitch on the back end. YouTube Music for artists, I don't think has a thing either. But like, it's taking advantage of the things that are there. You know what I mean? 2 weeks is not really enough. No, like 3 to 4 is better. 4 is better for sure. Some people are like 6 to 8. You know what I mean? Like, it kind of depends platform to platform and curator to curator. Some people like it week of, and that's the thing that I found as well. So like, it does vary. It's the shit that you kind of have to figure out by talking to them and asking them how long ahead of time they want. But a month is really like the sweet spot. And I would also try and upload your entire project in one go if you can. So you're not doing it single by single. If you are doing a full project, if you're doing single by single, that's fine. Like, don't even worry about it. But sorry, I didn't mean to say just figure it out. But those are the things that I would suggest doing. And then obviously it's, like on the social side, really building momentum and building a moment. If you can make a moment of something, you will get editorial support. These people are on social media every day, just like the rest of us, looking for things, finding things. You look at Whatmore, like, they've skyrocketed over the last like 6 months because they have been so on top of the social media side of things, and it has been unavoidable. And it is, everyone I've talked to loves it, So I've run Genius Distro for the last like 3.5 years, and then World Star Distro for the last 2 years. I've been a Genius on the media side of things and the content side of things for over 9 years at this point. So I started at Genius when we were at like 500K subscribers. I've been managing artists independently for over 10 years. And I've generated over 150 million streams independently for artists that I've worked with through editorial, like curated playlists, just promotion, natural promotion, content, ad spends, that kind of stuff. And then, on the content side of things, I've generated over 800 million views to content pieces I've worked on, interviews I've done, interviews that I've booked. And then also, just have helped grow the channel from like 500K to like 12 million subscribers. So who is on top of it? Spotify editorials. I mean, there's like multiple people. It's like whole teams. You know what I mean? What about a project with 5 tracks, 3 already dropped as singles? These are like really nuanced questions now where it's hard to just kind of like answer them without having like a full conversation and understanding the full context of where you're at. That's the only thing I will say. It's easy to answer like the more general questions, but once we start to get into the, like, I have questions for you to give you the right answer, if that makes sense. Let's get into your songs first though. R&R, New High Rough. I'll try and answer some of these, but for some of these like really nuanced questions, it's just kind of like, we gotta have like a one-on-one conversation for that kind of stuff, because it is like, I would give you a whole hour to talk about it, All genres are welcome. Yeah, it's whole teams of editorial curators. But for Spotify, data is really important, so that they're gonna look at that. Yeah, Unknown Temptation. Sorry, I've been chatting a lot. I want to get back to the music. You're right. This one's feeling really good, man. Rhyme and Reason. We've heard a couple from them. Chiselonis is in the chat is one half of this group. Kenny the King is the other half of this group. Really, really cool. Is this anime related, New High? Just because Sukuna and Ichigo obviously are a little bit more anime coded. Yeah, managing is tough, man. I love it, but it's a daily challenge. Okay, this one's not anime related. Rhyme and Reason is the group. If you go follow them on Instagram, if you like this. A little animator. I just heard Bankai in the lyrics, so a little anime related potentially. Artwork from their last 2 singles is pretty sick too. Bleach related artwork here. Jujutsu Kaisen related artwork here.
He say he don't get praise when he do right. His silhouette look great in the moonlight. New strength to my brain up to new highs. I never felt this before, it's a new high.
Pretty solid, guys. Yeah, look, I've seen Chislone's really grow in the last couple of years. This duo is a cool thing. I like the back and forth you guys have. It's good chemistry. I'll say this again because this is what I want to hear. A little bit more call and response. Even if it's like a verse where you guys are going back and forth line by line, right? Like, I think that's a really special moment that we can get from duos, get from groups that really kind of like sells us on that chemistry as well. A little bit more of you guys overlapping, I think, wouldn't be a bad thing. That's it. Oh, I definitely want to hear that if you've got stuff like that too. That was dope, man. New high, rough. Sounded pretty good. I don't really have too much feedback. The mix, obviously, is probably the big thing, but it's not mixed yet, so I'm not going to hold that against you. All right, one more. We'll do another free skip after this. Hubba Bubba, Young Curry Muncher. Big fan from London. Why does the social not work here?
Yeah, I make the whole place double.
But why is this kind of tough, though?
Bubble. Yeah, I make the whole place double.
Is it this artist? Who is this? Who sent this? Great for sync, I agree. Probably should change the artist name unless you are... I could just see somebody saying it's offensive, potentially. This is good club music as well. Like, I could see this in a mix. I need to know who submitted this because I have questions. You know what I mean? I have many questions about this. I need to know if there was AI involved in the creation of this at all, because I do hear a little bit of a AI sounding feel to the vocal. And I have thoughts on the AI music.
Yeah, I make the whole place double.
I feel like potentially the lack of ad-libs and vocal doubles kind of points towards AI as well. Also, the UK thing, I'm from the UK, so I'd love to know when the UK artists are actually here in the chat. So, where are you? This would be my first time hearing a British AI, a British rap AI, but I do actually like this. And, you know, I'll take it back if it's fully AI, but there's something fun about this one, man. There's like a weird metallic feeling to the vocals, I think. Like, the vocals almost sound too perfect sometimes. It's kind of tough, unfortunately. If it is AI, I'm sorry to everybody, because I do kind of like this. We get them here sometimes. Like, people will just randomly send them in. We got, like, this really one shitty, fucking, like, terrible country AI song. Philly or Detroit rap? Are you asking me which I prefer? That's a hard one to answer, man. Two very different styles. Two very different styles. I mean, I have favorites from both, I think, historically. That's hard to say. You know, I think there's probably more... Oh, man. There's probably more rappers from Philly that I like overall. But I will say, like, I don't know that I feel like there's, like, a Philly sound. Whereas, like, Detroit... I don't know that there's a Detroit sound anymore. Like, I feel like there was at one point. I don't know that there's more. Have you ever been straight up to a fan and called this song ass? Nah, because I wouldn't do that, personally. I just like there's songs that I listen to in my own time where like it's a submission and it's like really, really early on, and I might be like, no, this isn't very good. But no, like I would never talk to an artist that way. Just as an artist myself, like I wouldn't talk to an artist that way. You know what I mean? Like that's just not. Even if I think something's not there yet, you know what I mean? I'd much rather kind of like help them improve than be like, yo, this is bad. You know what I mean? Because I think that's the thing. Is like everyone starts somewhere. You know what I mean? The first song I ever made wasn't good objectively. Like I could literally be like, yeah, like the first song I ever made is ass. Like I've got songs still that are sitting there that I think are ass. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't think it's a fucking, like, I wouldn't say that anyway. Anyway, so let me get back to the chat really quickly. There's very little bend in the vocals, but still so hard to tell. Yeah, a little bit. Lacks bounce, says Rave made it. You think that one lacked bounce? I don't think that one lacked bounce necessarily, but I maybe understand what you're saying. It lacked layers. Just Yachty features, says Raya about Detroit. Going on tour to UK with Artist Managed. Excited to check that out. We're going to listen to that right now after we do our next free skip, because we are going to do a free skip first. Next paid skip will be the song that you were just talking about. But yeah, I don't know. Like, there's songs I've listened to before that are not good. Like, I've obviously heard stuff where I'm like, this is not good. But like, I will say in those cases, it's like so aggressively bad, and the artist has made no effort to improve. Like, there's one artist who I see, and I'm not gonna name names, but there is an artist that I see outside in New York at events a lot, right? Playback events, things like that. And he always plays music, always. He always comes overdressed and like with this weird kind of like vibe to him. And I don't like that one. Like it's like a very much like I'm a fucking star kind of vibe and attitude in the room, and I just don't like that in general. So that's already something that kind of puts me off. But like I've heard him over the span of like 4 years, and his music has not gotten any better. Like it's maybe gotten worse. Like so like to me, like that's when I would be like, this is not good. And it's not good because the artist is making no effort to actually improve the art. You know what I mean? Like that's the thing for me, is like if the music is getting better, I can be chill about that. Like I can be like, yeah, like this artist is putting in the effort to like actually grow and develop and get better. I don't like it when an artist does everything but make better music. Like that to me is probably when I'd be like, yeah, this is not good. Like this is not the thing that you need to do. But would I ever say this like in their face? Maybe if they asked me, but not like just because. All right, this one is not out for me yet, so we're gonna have to skip this one, unfortunately, and do another free skip. But yeah, like look, like I've definitely had those interactions, and I think those interactions have also helped me figure out how to talk to artists in a way that's like, yo, like this is what you should focus on, you know? All right, little bread knife.
Either go to heaven or hell. 12 years after 12th grade, I'm rap game sandwich.
Little Bread Knife, I have listened to a couple of your songs, and I don't know that they are.
Mayor like bear, music video from junk food, funded
Me?
by selling
I make a little bit of everything, bro.
Add a slash in the middle of 11. I'm working on alcoholism. Spiders walk in when I leave wine on the coffee
I think the thing that I've said about Little Bread Knife's
table.
music is the recording quality needs to be better, right?
Like it's out of reach.
It's
big sexy.
This is not what I'm listening to every day. Do I think there's an audience for it on the internet? Yes.
I value optimism, empathy, and sassiness. Indicator lights versus electric tape. Baked potatoes out the oven, steak, and a water bottle. 96 mil.
There's obviously an audience for it because I've seen stuff like this work, right? Like, again, it's not what I'm listening to every day.
Haunted by huge ass.
The recording quality is probably what would stop me from adding it to a playlist, just for what it's worth. But I do think the recording quality, first and foremost, is the first thing I would encourage you to work on.
C4, Cyan loves teal, your North fried rice. I got the steel 5 files. You can find a name tag.
Steve-O. Dead ass though, bro. Some off-key activity.
I haven't been able to fucking text you because
I'm still working. I'm not even mad about the off-key nature of this. Like, I think. Look, we've listened to like 3 or 4 Little Bread Knife songs, right? So I'm gonna keep this in mind, right? This is the style. This is what he's going for, right? This is not him trying to make something else. This is the style that he's going for. It's a little chaotic. It's a little bit offbeat. It's a little lo-fi. I'm not mad at that, right? Again, like I feel like there's a place for this. I spent a lot of time on the internet. I've heard a lot of shit like this do really well. I've seen a lot of shit like this do really well, especially on the content side of things. Is it something I'm listening to every day? Is it connecting with me emotionally? Maybe not. But at the same time, I think like if you improve your recording quality, that's going to help. It's going to help people connect with it, and especially the people who do like stuff like this, it's going to give them a better opportunity to really like kind of get into it, right? 2, The production for me is a little chaotic. I do wish it was a little bit more structured. That is the way my brain works, though, and I say this all the time. I don't do well with chaotic sounding music. I come from classical music. I played classical violin for like 15 years, and a lot of that is structure. You know what I mean? Like, and then as a rapper, like, I definitely was more like the structure of the songs is an important thing to me. That being said, though, I do verse, bridge, verse. That is the weirdest structure I've ever. That is a very untraditional song structure. Like not having a chorus, verse, bridge, verse. Like it's basically all verse at that point. Because I don't know that bridge. I don't know you can say bridge is the break between verse and verse. Because how would anybody know it was the bridge if it's just going verse into bridge and there's no hook moment? You know what I mean? So like, I'm trying to be understanding of the fact that like your style is very unorthodox, right? And I think that's fine. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. I'd much rather someone be unorthodox and push the boundaries of what they're making and try and do something different than just like bite the shit that everybody else is doing and try and repeat it or copy someone else, right? So I actually do respect the fact that you are kind of stepping out and doing something completely out of the box. I do think for me, first and foremost, recording quality. Secondly, the structure I do think could help a little bit in just making it more digestible for a general audience, because not everybody is going to get that, right? If you really focus on hitting your niche and finding your niche, it could work. At the same time, I do think that there is a reason the traditional song structure exists. It is what people are conditioned to kind of understand. So if you are trying to reach a wide general audience, they will probably get that more than the really unorthodox out of the box stuff. That doesn't mean that you have to stop doing it, but it's just something to keep in mind. You know what I mean? And that's what I would tell any artist. Like, make what makes you happy and make what feels like it represents you, because that's what's important first and foremost. But at the same time, if you are trying to reach a specific type of audience or a size of audience, you just have to be aware of how they consume and what they listen to and how they listen, right? So that's the only thing that I would say. But I do like that you are kind of like pushing the boundaries here of like how stuff sounds. And even this fucking verse, bridge, verse, like song structure, though it's not something that I get necessarily, I don't even think that's a bad thing. If there's a purpose to what you're doing and a reason that you're doing it, I think that's fine. To me, the biggest thing is the recording quality. And that's it. I actually think I could get past everything else if the recording quality was a little bit better, because I kind of get what you're going for. So just keep it up, bro. I'm interested to see how you develop, because you are very different than a lot of stuff that I've heard. And that does stand out to me. To the point where, looking at Lil Brad enough, I know who you are. And everything that I know what to expect from you, because I know it's very different. People pleaser up next. Kyle Hume, this is an artist that is managed by Carrie, who's in the chat. And
Always on the edge,
ooh,
saying what I think, but I never do it.
good for you guys with the 1.9 million monthly listeners. You're clearly doing a good job.
And man, I abuse it.
I'm gonna get DMCA'd for this, I think. But I'm gonna save this. Good commercial song.
Nice for once. Everybody gets the picture.
Wait a second.
Perfect me. 'Cause the truth is, I'm a people pleaser, nice to meet you. Promise that
This is
I'll do my best to be
quite solid.
someone you like. Professional affection seeker, quick agreeer. I keep my cards up to my
I'm trying to figure out if I've seen the viral moments. A bandit wearer, huh?
Don't like the real me. I can't stand to
Congrats on the tour in the UK too.
I'm your approval.
You're doing a good job.
Mass appealer.
I have to applaud the job you're doing on this. And look at the amount of content this artist is churning out, man. Come on. All right, definitely following. I'm surprised we don't have more mutuals. Great mix, great vocal, really good songwriting. It's maybe not what I'm listening to every day, but it's pretty undeniably good. It's undeniably good commercial music. Or was doing the O2 Institute in Birmingham. Very good. You know what's crazy too is this artwork is not the craziest artwork ever, but it's really good. Cooking indie by choice. This is really good, man. Pretty well written. I also like how simple this is. Very easy to listen to. I'm surprised I've not heard this artist before. That's maybe the biggest surprise here, is I don't know that I've ever heard this artist, but this is not a small artist. December's Month says, I like how simple it is. Lots of positive feedback in the chat on this one so far. It's been popping.
I keep my cards up to my chest and never speak my mind. Cause what if you don't like the
Wait, where is he
real
from?
me? I can't stand to know that feeling. I'm your approval needer, massive feeler.
It's super catchy, bro. It's already stuck in my head. We're at the end of the song and the chorus is already stuck in my head. Crazy how many artists are pretty big and I've never heard of them since December's Blind. It's like that sometimes.
Pessimistic at best. Why do I get hyper obsessed?
Ah.
With the worst case situation.
I'm gonna tell you this right now, manager who's in the chat. Go put some more of these songs in my comments, on my songs from the comments in here. Cause yeah, like, again, it's not necessarily something I'm seeking out all the time, but I really do actually enjoy that. It's like actually just very solid music. And I do love pop music. It's popular for a reason. This video right here, go put one of the songs in the comments because I definitely just want to highlight more. And if he's down, I low-key would love to do one of our At Home With series as well because I actually think it would just be a really good fit and a great way for me to dive in a little bit more. I usually do like an accompanying playlist with those interviews where we have like, I'll just pick my 10 favorite songs from the artist we're doing the interview with as well. Yeah. Almost the opposite of Little Bread Knife. Simple versus complex. High quality audio versus low. Strongly defined hook and song structure versus verse bridge verse experimental, or V very verse bridge verse experimental. Just a really solid commercial fucking song, bro. Very good. Full catalogs full of bangers. Sorry, his manager's in the chat too, so he's giving some context. It's been popping. Kyle produces himself too. That's amazing. Catalogs full of bangers. If you're in the UK, come to a show. He's Nashville based, brother. I lived in Nashville for like 6 years. That is my previous home prior to moving to New York. I live in New York now, but I'm from the UK originally. I would love to catch a show in the UK. Let me know if you guys come to New York. Seriously, let me know. And then Nashville based, just, yeah, this is really sick, dude. I got an artist that I manage who's in Nashville as well. So I'm down there every now and then. We should connect in real life if you get a chance. I've also just got a lot of friends in Nashville. We probably got a lot of mutuals, bro. Hit me up on your socials too, because just manager to manager, I'm always down to connect with more managers. Justice the Artist, Do You Know? Up next, we listened to Justice featured on a Damani song earlier today. This is his own personal song. Let's check it out. Oh, it's got the black skinhead drums. Who's my Nashville artist? Vera. You guys have heard Vera on here before.
Look at what you started. Goosebumps on my body.
Oh, Justice. Come on now. We've got a OK Lou cover coming from Vera soon that I'm really excited about. Carrie, put your Insta in the chat really quickly as well. Oh, Justice. This is sick. I actually love the mix on this too. All around this, the song structure, the style of the song, the music, like the vocal delivery, very good. That was not a bot. I typed that in there. That's me with my fingers. That's me with my keyboard, bro. It's not a bot. Oh, dude, I love Berry Blue. We're actually moving more in that direction musically, too. That would be really sick, dude. Justice the Artist is his IG. Okay, let me know about the US tour, bro. Justice, this is sick, dude. I really like this a lot. Yo, let me know if you'd be down to connect us. I definitely have that combo for sure. Wait, this is one of my favorite ones we've heard tonight. Just from a personal taste standpoint, this is one of my favorite songs we've listened to tonight. When does this come out? Justice, when does this drop, bro? I need to know. Make sure you put this in my release calendar too. I think the chat bot will put it on the YouTube chat in a second. I'm definitely gonna support this when it drops. Steve-O says I like this. He's in the YouTube chat, so if you actually look on the screen, you'll see him kind of popping up in there. Yeah, we multi-stream now, so we're on TikTok, YouTube, and Twitch right now. Ooh, dropping in January. Please let me know when that's coming out. Justice the Artist. There's an E at the end of Justice. There's an E at the end of Artist. It's like Justice the Artiste, which very fair, bro. Very fair. That was very good, guys. Really stand out, man. Great drums. December's Blunt says that was fire, by the way. Bro, you cold, but it says Chislone. He's in his own lane, says Rave made it. Lots of positive feedback there. Was it self-produced, Justice? We all want to know. Even if it's not, it sounded great. I am a champion. YCM and Gohab next. I'm a university student who traveled to Uganda to volunteer for war with war refugees from the DRC. Let's get some W's in the chat for that, period. That behavior right there, W's in the chat for that, man. Shout out to you for doing that at all. One day while walking through the streets of Uganda, I stopped for a bite to eat. The man who cooked my food mentioned that he was an amateur musician, and in the moment I told him, let's make a song together. I covered every cost so he could experience his dream of creating a fully produced track and music video. This was the result. Between a British student and a Ugandan street food chef. Wow, what a beautiful, random thing. And I'm super excited to check this out, purely off the story. That's a great story to tell. But W for you to going to Uganda to volunteer in the first place.
Celebrate when the time comes, you feel the joy. You become a believer.
Oh, this is Out of Place TV. Love it, love it.
Some stories on how you've been a hustler, but now you
Arcane produced that last one. Carrie, thank you.
Let's come together.
Put your ID in the chat, Carrie. I want to go follow you as well.
Forever, we dated together. We dated together. I am a champion. I am a winner. I am a hustler.
Wait a second. Oh, how am I affiliated with Two Lost? We have a partnership on the Kayvan South side of things on the content side. I run all of my management clients through them, and we did Genius Distro together.
London Stanley Kasese, you know me. I'm a champion, baby, for potential. God save me from the struggles. Now I break free. I'm a danger.
Okay.
Means Hatari.
Really solid hook.
Like Atari.
I actually think the street food vendor did a great job. For the rapper right here, I would suggest working on delivery a little bit. It's just getting a more natural style. I don't know if you found that yet, but just keep making music, you will. It's just something that happens over time, right? What this is a really beautiful thing, though. The whole concept, how it came together.
Every hurdle faced, you not overcome, cause I'm the champion, the victory never done.
Don't lose hope, mama, one day. You dey fly to Ghana one day. Echa ukanza ukende chetunga. Wamekiriria, you go achieve it. I am a champion. I am a winner. I am a hustler.
Why is this hook so hard, though? The hook is actually really hard, man. The hook is really hard.
I am a winner. I am a hustler. Who hustled for life.
Alright, there's things I think could improve. What I think this is, at its core, is a really, really beautiful way the two people have connected completely randomly and created something from scratch, which, quite honestly, is what art should be. Random collaboration, helping people achieve their dreams is the type of shit that I really enjoy as a story. Where it could improve, delivery, I think it could improve a little bit, especially around the British rappers specifically, and that's just more finding your natural voice. I don't know that you've found that kind of like confidence in the delivery yet, but that does come with just making music. From a writing standpoint, I mean, look, like, this is the first time this dude's ever been in the studio ever, so like, yeah, the writing, I think at times could have been a little bit stronger, but I'm not going to judge that too heavily, because I think at its core, what you guys did was have a lot of fun collaborating, and I think that was very obvious, not only through the music video, but through the way you tell the story, and then also through the through the song itself. Like, it just was fun, bro. Like, I enjoyed it. It doesn't mean that it can't improve, but I did enjoy it, and that's the big thing at the end of the day. I don't know. I would put that over other things. I think Kyle Bethel, City of Demons, is a song that I really enjoy. It's not necessarily the best written song in the entire world or the best song from a quality perspective, but am I walking around, I'm a decent man from the City of Demons? Yeah, I absolutely am, because this shit feels good. I can't stop singing it. It's stuck on my head. Mental health reasons, financial reasons. I'm out here doing the shit this guy's doing in his content because it just feels good. You know what I mean? So, look, I think you guys did that well. If I was going to be picky and be like, oh, these are the things that can be improved, there's things, but at the same time, just keep that core of like, yo, I'm having fun making what I'm making at the center of whatever you do creatively. And I think that is the goal here and the key. Good stuff. We're going to do another free skip right now because I think we did another 5. 2 losses are worth it switching from DistroKid. I was contemplating before. I mean, it depends how much music you're releasing in a year. DistroKid charges you per release. They'll do that every single year. 2 Lost charges you 1 single subscription price for a year to distribute unlimited amounts of songs. So I think the back end of 2 Lost is better, if I'm being completely honest. That's one of the things that's always kind of drawn me to them as a company, is that their back end is just better. I think the most people's it's a little bit more forward thinking. They add new tools. There's things you can tap into like Pub Admin if you want to run it through BMG. Oh, DistroKid is 1 fee for unlimited now too. Is it TuneCore that's a song like per song? Maybe that's TuneCore. I know one of them is, but yeah, like I mean, I've used DistroKid's back end too. It's fine. It's a little old fashioned. That's maybe what I don't like about it, is just how old fashioned it feels. Like 2 Lost back end. I mean, I could fucking show you. This is, I maybe shouldn't do this, but let's see what account I'm logged into really quickly. Okay, I'm gonna log out of the Genius Distro one because that's work. I'm gonna log into Vera's. Okay, so this is what I like about the 2 Lost backend, right? Like, look, it's just kind of like easy to use, right? Like you've got your dashboard. It shows you all your releases. Shows you what's happening. Oh shit! We got a spotlight article I didn't even know was happening here on their back end. That's not just for us, but there's a bunch of people. Look, they've got their holiday distribution deadlines, the partnerships with Mel. Like it's just there's a lot of stuff there that's easy for you to keep up with and learn from. Delivery logs, support tickets you can do back there, analytics, which it shows you your TikTok, your Apple Music, your Spotify. Priority pitch form is right here. So when you're doing your pitches, you'll have a pitch form that you can just kind of do in there as well. Pub Admin, which runs through BMG. Like if you want to do that, you can greenlist channels. You can add a block list so people can't use you or use your music. You can scan for other audio recognition, make your release links, do your royalty splits directly in the back end, which I think to me is probably one of the most useful tools, and not everybody does it. They get any royalties? Yeah. Boom, look. And you can do your splits directly here. You can just put their emails in. Boom, it just goes to them. They've just got to accept it. They get their money directly to them. I mean, the usage discovery thing I think is really cool. You got to pay for it per song, but it basically shows you anyone who's using your song and content at all. So like for me, bro, I really rate them for the tools, because I think the tools are better. Like if you want to put a cover song out, you can literally get a cover song license here for $15 and put it out, and then you earn all the money off of the streaming. If you want to apply for advanced funding, you can. Obviously, that's going to be more data-based. Whether or not they give it to you, it's going to be entirely about whether or not you make enough money to get an advance. Discovery mode, you can opt in tracks on the back end here, which is great. I really like that. You can make promo assets. You can do fan blasts directly to emails of people who have pre-saved through there. You can monetize your YouTube channel. They've got kind of like the AI mastering. But more than anything, I actually think the uploading process is extremely easy. And that's the reason that I like 2 Lost so much. And I always tell artists this, like, if you are uploading, it is literally takes you through step by step and helps you do anything and won't let you put something out without it being done properly. So like that's all my things. Obviously, like I'm maybe a little biased because I've had a great experience with them personally across all the business that I've done with them. At the same time, I always tell people this, every distributor is kind of the same. So it's really just about what you want. I like them because I think they've got a better back end than everybody else. And that's why I like to use them, because it does streamline the process and make things a little bit easier. Not everyone's had a good experience with them. So it kind of, you know what I mean? It's like everyone's going to have a different experience. I'm not going to sit here and be like, yo, you're going to have the best experience ever. You might not. What do you mean the back end? Like the actual portal for uploading and like all that kind of stuff. Like to me, it's better than DistroKids. And I've used DistroKids personally as well. And it does just feel like something that was built like 25 years ago and has never fucking changed. Blackbird, welcome to the Twitch chat as well. It's good to have you in here too. This is the more live chat. I always tell people, this chat is the one that's really like popping off and we're kind of like, you know, most maybe attentive to. IRL, 3 a.m. sounds featuring Preddy. I'm next. Back into the music. Fuck. I've talked too much today. Yeah, that support's super cool. I love Lucas. I love Jillian. They're my tech people that I work with all the time.
You ain't P, you ain't G, you ain't hood, you ain't street, IRL, no IG.
Oh, that's fine. Out of Place said we made 3 songs together. I'm not a rapper or anything, just wanted to make his dreams come true. That's mad cool, bro. More W's in the chat for that. It is because of the priority thing. Because all my clients are priority clients as well, and it's a little bit different of a process.
Niggas love to fake kick it, I'm like, what they do that at? Putting bitches over money, I'm like, what they do that at?
Yeah, Carrie said I've talked with all of them. They're all the same at the end of the day. It's not that different. It's just where your priority. You know what I mean? That's my biggest thing I tell artists all the time. Who's gonna give you priority treatment?
Slide down your block with a broom and a mop. Hit your bitch from the back. I just knocked her from sock. You ain't P, you ain't G, you ain't hood, you ain't street. I got real, no IG. They ain't stepping like me.
BXC_Freddy. Alright, well this stream today, we didn't get through as much music, but I will say we dropped hella game. So hopefully you guys learned something. BXC_Freddy. I'll answer that in a second, JTA. Look, I like Freddy a lot, bro. BXC_Freddy is a real solid rapper. What about Cash Store, right?
Let go, cause this life goes on. I done walked so many miles that I can't go back. We done had the car rolling if it's on two flats. Well, from his MD, but I
like Freddy, bro. I say this every time I listen to him. We got 3 paid skips. We'll get a free skip section in there. I started a little late today, so we'll end a little late too.
So your kitchen full of drugs and it's right by my room. One bedroom apartment, but we live with a few. Turn a 1 to a
There's really only one reason that I wouldn't put releases everywhere, and that's if I don't have the copyright. We've listened to Cash Star before. Make sure you submit in the form though if you want to submit something. If you want to submit something, I've listened to Cash Star for sure for like before a ton.
Let me excuse myself.
You ain't P, you ain't G, you ain't hood, you ain't street. IRL, no IG.
This is also from 3 AM Sounds album. What's 3 AM? What's his? I like 3 AM Sounds too. Sounds good. This guy right here, 3 AM Sounds with a Z on Instagram. Detroit made. Speaking of Detroit. All right, we are going to do a free skip section shortly, so just stick around for that. Okay, so for me, only reason I wouldn't put something on all streaming platforms is if there was a reason. You know what I mean? Like, so if you're doing freestyles, things like that, where maybe you'll get DMCA'd for putting it up on like fucking Spotify or something like that, which you probably will if you're using someone else's beat. That's probably the only reason that I wouldn't put something like everywhere and only put it exclusively somewhere. Or if it was like, oh, we've got Bandcamp being like, we're going to support this thing if you do it exclusively, or YouTube being like, you do this exclusively here, we'll give you money, or this is going to be like the benefit of it. Same thing with SoundCloud. If they're like, all right, you do this exclusively here, we'll give you a big look, we'll give you some sort of promo internally. That's the only reason at all that I would do that. Otherwise, I would say put things everywhere. Sio says his voice is really nice when he gets in that pocket, and the chorus is really good. I agree. Same reasoning for smaller artists starting out. Yeah, I mean, like, why would you not put it where people are listening predominantly to music? You know what I mean? It's just like more of a niche audience listening on Bandcamp versus like everywhere. I mean, if you can do both, right, and put it on Bandcamp and people can choose whether or not they want to donate money to you for that listening, like, yeah, like maybe you'll make more money doing that than you will off of streaming royalties. So that's maybe an incentive to do it. But at the same time, like, no, like, why leave out the people who are listening to music more casually everywhere who could become fans? You know what I'm saying? Deep End, XO December up next. Other self-produced song, but kind of had it on the back burner. I don't know if I want to drop it or not. December is fire, bro. I'm going to just say this straight up. Yeah, but do both. Why not do both? Because then the super fans will do it, right? But then the people who aren't super fans can still listen to the song. Bandcamp's got a bad user experience. You know what I mean? I think that's the reason people don't really get on there as much. Bro, this is tough. Don't hide this from the world. XO December on Instagram. This artist is honestly pretty tough. I enjoy a lot of the music he sends. Definitely like more young leaning, youthful sound. Gives 2 Hollis, gives Nate Sib a little bit. It's almost like Charlie and the dance music, right? I don't think December and Anton have done anything yet, but I think they have heard each other. They might. I guess maybe not. December, you should check out this artist Anton now that I worked with a Genius distro. Classical is not my favorite genre. I listen to all equally, I would say. This guy right here, Anton now. That would be a really cool collab, Steve-O. Good shout. You put your A&R hat on just now, and I liked it a lot. Finish this, December, put it out. Yeah, look at you, bro. Absolutely. Here, I'll show you Anton in a second. This is Anton. He's 17. He's from Florida. It's genuinely not a political answer. It's like actually the way I listen to music. I'll explain in a second. I go through phases, right? This is Anton, by the way. This was from his most recent project that we put out. But he's been doing more kind of closer to what you're making, because he's the type of artist who like everything changes. He's really sick. I think you'd actually really like him. He's such a talented kid too. It's a less nauseous 2 Hollis, but with chipper vocals. I love that. I love that. Yeah, all right. So why do I not say that I have a favorite genre? One, because I find myself sitting in between genres a lot. There's a lot of music that I really love that kind of like blends genres, and I'm just not like I'm not the biggest like genre agnostic or like genre specific person anymore. So like that's probably the big thing, is just like, yeah, like I don't listen to only specific genres. Like I really like country is the only thing I don't really get, and it's just I don't have the experience. I don't have a good experience in country music because I worked in it for a little bit, and I don't have the experience that they're talking about for the most part. Like the love songs, sure, I can kind of get those, but like the shit they talk about is not shit that I've lived. You know what I mean? It's not my life. It's not what I understand. I don't care about trucks and beers and doing country shit. That's not what I enjoy. So like there's just that genuine disconnect there. But like I've been listening to all types of music since I was a kid, right? Like I grew up on hip hop and R&B, so that's always like a deep love for me. It's always at the core of everything that I do. It's what I know. But at the same time, I love pop music. I grew up listening to pop music on the radio. It's big in the UK, so like I grew up with that. I grew up listening to punk and rock and classic rock. I'm big into hard. Like my top artist this year on Spotify was Turnstile. My second was My Chemical Romance. My third was Pup. And then Vu, who's a jazz artist, was on it. Like it just was kind of all over the place. Kendrick was the other one. So like I just, when I am in the mood to listen to something, I am listening to it. And when I'm in the mood to dive into a genre and really discover music in that space, I'm going to dive into it. But I'm genuinely a fan of music, period. And I do. Like I have classical music days where I just listen to classical for hours. I have jazz days where I listen to jazz for hours. I have dance days. I have Afro beats days. Like, so I do just kind of jump around from genre to genre. And that's why I don't know that I have a favorite, because depending on what mood I'm in, what I want to listen to on that day is my favorite, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? So it's not a political answer. It's just that like I have a bit of an ADHD brain, and I like to listen to a lot of different things, and I also like to understand different genres and the context of them as well. This is my music is my hyperfixation. Like I love it, and I want to know as much as I can about it. I think that's it. Minus country. I know enough about country. I know enough about country for a lifetime. Long way, rhyme and reason. Maybe too much. But she fuck with me the long way. Ask her, but I know what she gon' say. Last night was even short, but that's cause it was a long day. No, you're totally fine, bro. You're totally fine. I just feel like I should answer that question, yeah. Another one from R&R, bro. This one's solid too. Again, like I really do think you guys like have good chemistry. Like I'm the biggest fan of the music that I think I've heard from R&R. Obviously, Chazlonis, I enjoy you separately. Kenna I hadn't really heard, but I do think this chemistry you guys have together is really interesting. We don't hear many rap duos these days either, you know what I mean? Which I think is an also really interesting thing about you guys. Let us know what you think in the chat. I mean, the mix master on this one could be better. You said that in the notes, though, so I'm not going to hold it against you. You're aware of that. That's the only thing I can ask for is self-awareness. Earth Gang, yeah, Earth Gang. But they're doing more solo stuff now than they are doing duo stuff, right? City Morgue did kind of break up. That's true. Suicide Boys is still out here doing their thing, but they're so established at this point. This one's solid, bro. I want to hear this finished. Mixmaster could be stronger, I agree. Clips out here strong, but they came back after what, a 10-year hiatus? 15-year hiatus? So it's not like they were like active the whole time, you know what I mean? They just came back now. So that's just not that. It's not a thing we hear as much. Like I think like in the 90s and 2000s, like there was a shitload of rap duos. There was so many rap. There was a rap duo everywhere you turn. There was a rap duo in the 90s and 2000s, but definitely less of them now. AstroTurf, Kyle Hume, AstroTurf, one of maybe not my favorite surface to play football, soccer on, but I'm not mad at it. I will play on turf if that's what's there and available.
Even the Joneses can't keep up.
Interesting, bro. All right, if you're in the chat, drop your name in the chat right now. We're going to do free skips for the rest of the stream. Steve-O's got his A&R hat on today, man. Take those notes. Kyle. This is probably more what I'd be listening to actively. I'm not a big Joey Valance and Brave person, to be honest. I always feel bad saying it, but it just feels like a little bit of like a Beastie Boys offshoot, and I wasn't a big Beastie Boys fan either, to be fair. Wait, this is wonderfully written. If you like the Beastie Boys, that makes sense. You like Joey Valance and Brave. I respect the Beastie Boys. I just am not a fan of the music. Wait. This is a standout for me right now. People Please It was good. This is more for me right here. I really actually love the way this is written. When did this come out? 2025, May of this year? Great work. That's a genius line. That's a genius line, bro. Steve said this is really good. More of my taste when it comes to pop music. It's written so well. Huge props to the writing on this song. Steve-O, you already think about it in the right way, man. It's just a matter of time. Love the melodies on this too. The sections, this is great. You just self-distributing all this shit right now? Wow, bro. What a well-written hook. What a well-written hook. All right, if you're in the chat, put your artist name in the chat right now. We're doing free skips for the rest of the stream. I'm going to build a secondary queue, but if you're here, let me know your artist name. We're bumping you up. We're doing it. Free skips are happening right now. Yeah, this is fucking beautiful, bro. Music is a soundtrack to my day. Music, every day I have a soundtrack playing. Got a full album, Waterfalling in Jan, ready. Please put that in my release calendar because I love it. While we're here, I'm gonna play you this Vera song. This is my artist who's in Nashville for you, Carrie, just in case you care at all. But I also manage the songwriter who co-wrote the song. So if you're ever looking for another writer to work with, if you're ever looking for another writer to work with him, let me know. He did. The hook was amazing, bro.
You're the ant in my fruit smoothie. I just wanted a healthy snack. You're the cloud blocking out my sunshine when I'm trying to tan my back.
Yeah, we're doing free skips right now, so put your artist name in the chat if you're looking for the free skip.
I wanna take it easy. Wet hair in the summer. Playing Wonder like all.
You don't need a Discord. Put it in this link in the chat. Use the Nero link. And let me know when you've submitted. If you're in the chat, let me know your artist name right now. I appreciate it, December. Nope, Vokio, don't put the link in the chat. Use the link in the chat to send it in. Close. Not quite.
I hit the light and reapply. You're the beat that just won't get it. I'm sweetie, but my heart's full of ice. You're the one who's gonna regret it.
Classics is okay. We're definitely gonna chat more, Carrie. Because we'll definitely do it. We should just connect. I feel like we have the same mindset on this. Definitely. So this is more the direction that we're looking to go in. This kind of like Devin again kind of sounds, that kind of vibe. That's kind of where we're shifting towards in 2026. And this was produced by Jack MG, amazing producer out here in New York, who I'm a big fan of as well. Shout out to him. Amazing work. Is there nobody else trying to get bumped up for free? That's fine. I mean, we're not going to go that overtime then. Cause wanna talk to the movies, they wanna stalk themselves online. Assuming girls don't wanna be Alright, if you're rocking with us, make sure you go follow Vera as well, man. Really proud of the work we've done this year. Lots of cool stuff coming down the line. A couple more music videos coming. Some covers coming. Middle name is Vera on Instagram. Go follow right now. We're going up, man. We're growing. We're growing. Love that song. That was in my top songs as well, unsurprisingly, this year. Because I listened to it. I mean, obviously, I'm a manager, so I listen to it a lot. But I listen to it a lot because I just really enjoy the song, too. All right. Well, we're in our free skip section. If there's anybody else in the chat who's trying to get bumped up for free, let me know. J Chromatic, we did listen to your song. I did have some feedback. But overall, I really liked it because you are just... you're good, bro. You got a good idea for it. Please vote. Yes, I will. If you use Vera's vocals or chops, I absolutely will. I don't think she'd be upset about it either. You did miss your song. You were right at the beginning. But don't worry, the VOD is on YouTube after we get done. We are getting into the free skip section right now, though. So if anybody is in here and they want to submit a song for the free skips, now is the time. Make sure you submit via Nero. And then let me know your artist name, and we will get to you if we can. I did go over your promo, and I had lots of notes on that, actually. So you'll definitely want to go back and watch the VOD, because that was like... I probably talked about that for like fucking 10 minutes, man. Oh, okay, December's Blunt. Chop away, man. Chop away. Love it. Don Toliver type beat. I don't know what I learned. What would I miss when I learned? What am I missing on this? Oh. I don't know what I'm missing on oh. I don't know what I say. I gotta be what I say. I'm gonna say what I miss. Oh. A little auto-tune on my voice. We got it right here. All right, mix on this one's a little off. I like the structure of the beat. I like the idea here. Melodically, it's really good. It does have a good bounce, but the mix needs to be, I think, a little bit more balanced. But yeah, I mean, it sparks the ideas immediately. Again, we've kind of got the space for a vocal, which I think you are nailing. Like, that's the thing that I think a lot of producers struggle with, is keeping that space open for a vocal, but you got it, man. Have I ever heard it rated R like rated R Playboy? Definitely. I'm finna go platinum? Bruh. I wish. Once upon a time, I would have loved to go platinum. Rave made it on Instagram. You guys should definitely tap in, bro. This guy's got some chops when it comes to making beats, for sure. I'm a fan of the stuff you've been sending over. I'm gonna fuck around and end up making something to something you sent me, like I did with Kenny Made a Banger. Kenny Made a Banger kept sending me beats for a while, and I just kept making shit. Like, this was the last thing that I made. You throw a little auto-tune on my voice, and I'll have a absolute great time just making songs. We're gonna skip forward a little bit.
Miss you on them late nights. Hands all on your body, it's not the same on FaceTime. Play you like a baseline.
That's
might
dirty.
Just flip you over. Heard it through the grapevine. You like it when I take control. Baby, why don't you come over? I'll show you I'm worth every hour.
Maybe, bro. If I had the time, yeah, I wouldn't be mad at it.
'Cause I don't wanna make you feel high.
I do like this song a lot. This is, yeah, Kenny Made a Bang was sending beats, and I was like, well, send me this shit. I'm gonna make something too.
And I know what you want in your heart. A little bit of soft and a little hard. They don't need to know what we do.
I do like this one. Fucking grown folk talk, bro.
Once I get you in, I'ma get you out.
Yeah, I do enjoy a little auto-tune on the vocal, man. No, I just be like, look, I will say, like, Mom.
Everybody always asking what's the budget. I say it's small, realistically nothing.
I used to be a rapper, so like that's really what my
I see you get
trade
a kick
was.
From them, but tell me how it's funny.
Yeah,
I got
are you
rent to
David?
pay
That
and
was me.
bills. Health insurance is a must, cause that's a disease that can kill.
Also, none of this shit's mixed. This is just like self-mixed. I just make this shit for myself.
Couldn't afford it, now he's.
I'm not gonna sit here and be like, I'm trying to be an artist. I'm not. I still write when I feel like it.
He already has student loans that were crippling. Trapped in a prison without hearing, only sentencing. Tried to plead his case and couldn't even get a sentencing. Why don't you just get a job? That's what the 1% is saying. How you supposed to get a job with nepotism, despotism, rampant in the world we live in? Born in linen, dying linen, born in dirt, dying dirt. Motherfuckers dodging
now it's like when I write, I just
don't
rap
get
about
impacted.
fucking.
Let's leave the rest redacted. Truth doesn't feel
capitalism,
good
bro.
to those who bear fragility. The first time they hear
I
it,
just
it's
be
like
writing
losing their
fucking
virginity.
anti-capitalist
Innocence
bars.
lost from
That's
those
it. That's all I got these
complicit in the
days.
system. Do they lack the vision or do they lack the wisdom? Ignorance is bliss, so is it compassion is missing? Turning blind eyes to keep from seeing the division. People living life on opposite sides of the spectrum. The ones who need protection and get used as a weapon. Brainwashed to think the enemy's in the same position. Tell me where the
miss
sense
this
is.
sometimes,
Yo,
but
tell
not
me
a lot.
where the sense is. It was never immigrants who took your job. It was someone lining their pockets trying to cut their costs. Blame the person who signed
It's
off
so
on a paycheck.
it's just
I
anti-capitalist
guarantee
bars.
the moves
Left
they've
and
been
right, that's
making
it.
are shameless. And
It's
they
like I
don't
write
give
about
a fuck
anti-capitalism,
you, just a cog
and I
in a
write about
wheel.
fucking depression. That's
Hey,
all I got these
that's
days.
what's real.
But then I'll just like pop out some random shit like this. Sorry.
Hey,
well, I'm gonna stop. We'll do your songs, but
hey,
just to
hey.
prove a point, I guess.
It's a fine line between love and hate, between friend and enemy. It's a fine line between good and great. How do we separate? We never separate.
Actually, Bula, who was our community moderator in Discord,
Used to be too
made this beat.
close. Used to be too trusting. Used to be way sweeter. Too much glucose. Too much retrograde. Something about Pluto. I'm on 10 toes. You more like 2 toes. And you finna lose those. Already lost my faith and trust. Now you too long. You switch your colors up on me. Didn't know you were two-tone. Finna cut you loose. Whoa, that's what's my truth. I don't need no ups around me. Learn from history. Cycles repeat.
I had a lot of fun with this one,
Ain't
though.
no love come for free. No one will give you handouts. There is no chivalry. People love misery. Yeah, it's a fine line between love and hate, between friend and enemy. It's a fine line between good and great. How do we separate? We
I forget
never
that I make these. I forget that I make
separate.
these sometimes. Anyway, Life Ain't Fat, Cash Star up next. I just love making music, bro. It's more freeing now that I'm not trying to be an artist. I will say that too. Like, that shit was fucking crippling for me trying to be an artist. All right, we got a very spooky start to this music video right now. What's happening here with Cash Star? Wait, why is that kind of tough though? Why is that kind of tough though? I gotta go find this on streaming really quickly as well. I actually like this already.
Life ain't fair, but
Whoa. Wait, this is tough. Trying to figure out what are the Cash Star songs I've listened to before, because I've definitely heard this artist.
If I jump, I'm gonna touch the sky. I'm living like
I'm pretty sure another one of my homies works with him too. This is cool, I like this.
You probably don't get the vision. You and me on you not. Don't you come around like clocks. They all wanted some clout, cause they know we at the top.
TK, I'm glad I could keep you on your toes. That's what I'm here for. Keep people on their toes, man. Motivators is tough. This is good, I like this. We're gonna thumbs this one up too. Good work on the video.
If we jump, we're never coming down. I can touch the sky and paint it black. The world comes crashing.
This is out of Chicago as well.
Got bloody ears, I got my base of blood.
Wait, I gotta pull up the socials. Yeah, I already followed. Shout out to Ryan, bro. I know Ryan. Are you're not Ryan in the chat, right? Ryan, this is you. Okay. Then I've heard this artist because of you. All right, cool. That's what I thought, bro. right, while we're here, go follow Have Your Hood as well, man. I love what you do on the curation side of things separately. I don't know if we've ever talked about this, but I really fuck with what you do too, bro. Have.yourhood on Instagram. Make sure you go follow them as well. Great supporters of independent emerging talent. Cash Star is Brian McGee, who's the founder of Have Your Hood's artist as well. So go. No, you're very welcome, man. Thank you for all the support over the years. You've been like a huge supporter of a lot of the artists that I've sent over, and it's something I really appreciate. I try and tell people this all the time. Like, if you support anything I send you or even listen to it, I thoroughly appreciate your time. Like, for real, it's not some bullshit. Like, I know it takes time, and I know it's like fucking everyone sending music all the time. So just know I really appreciate all the support you've ever given to the artists that I've sent over, and just taking the time at all to listen to this stuff and respond to it. Like, or even if you don't respond to it, like seeing it, looking at it, opening it, whatever it is, it means a lot to me, bro. I really appreciate it. You want me to play Kids See Ghosts? Like Cuddy Kanye? I'm gonna get DMCA for that for sure. Cash Star, CASHSTARR on Instagram. Go follow. Paul Mooney, Zoo Street. Paul Mooney, legend, bro. Rest in peace, right?
Yeah, really. Truly, I've been out for a minute, dodging dummies, back in toolies, racking money, copping jewelry. Ain't shit new to me. I don't really flex no more. It ain't muscle.
This is giving a little odd future kind of vibe to it as well.
Coolin', not sweating for a nigga. I'ma just do me. Don't ask a nigga shit. Do I look like Paul Mooney? I've been trying to do legit. I know the youngest look to me.
Hey.
I guess it's shit.
All right, if no one else is in here, this will be the last one for tonight. Though somebody just submitted Kids See Ghosts. So.
Right, but
don't forget I put
my shoe in it. I cannot see a vision if it ain't no revenue in it. And I ain't Bernie Mac, but you finna tell me who you with, or I'ma have to do you and just color you.
I like the growl in the vocal here. I don't know if I love the vocal mix quite yet, but I do love kind of the approach to the delivery. Like, it's got that grit to it, which I think is a really nice touch. Moon, what's your artist name? If there's anybody else in the chat who's trying to get played for free, please let me know your artist name. And I can probably get maybe one or two more in. I thought I saw Sam Prestwich on TikTok, but I'm not sure if he's still here or not. Moonchild, I found you. I'm RU. Alright, we'll get you in there, RU as well, bro. Anybody else, make yourself known expeditiously or you will get missed today. I'm also going to go ahead and open up the submissions for next Monday's stream as well. That was Paul Mooney by Zoo Street, which is The Easy Way on Instagram. The Easy Way. Part of Zoo Street, the collective. Definitely go tap in. Sacrifice by Moonchild up next. I'm just checking all the chats to make sure I'm not missing anybody. Oh, didn't mean to skip that far forward. Sorry. I'll play it from the start. Oh. Moonchild, what's your Instagram? Wait. This is cool already. Curious to see where this goes, but this already sounds great. Oh. Let's go ahead and open up the submissions for Monday as well. Oh, shit. Wait a second. I like this a lot. Moonchild, Moon, what's your fucking, what are your socials, man? I need the socials. I want to go follow you right now. All right, submissions for Monday I'll open as well. I really liked this a lot. Moon. I'm going to see if it's just the same as your Twitch. Moon 1 of 1. No. Moonchild, please. If you are, I mean, I know you're in the chat, but if you could, just let me know what your socials are, because I want to go follow you on the gram, please. Because your melody stuck inside my head. Turquoise, are you not mixed yet? Just the melody's bones. That's cool. We're gonna listen to it. Oh hell yeah! Ending on a little metal, a little pop punk, a little pop punk. It's Moonchild 1 of 1. I'm gonna follow you right now. I really like it a lot. Okay, you don't know this about me, but I'm a big emo kid. I'm an elder emo. Is this the right... I can't find it. Oh, is this it? It's got to be this one, right? With an underscore? Okay, For You. Mix reference, The Used. Definitely go listen to The Used. Take The Used to whoever's mixing this and tell them you want that kind of a vocal mix. Great screams. It's the wrong vocal mix, but I think The Used is the reference. Even down to the screams, bro. You start getting that kind of more high end in the vocal. The instrumentation sounds really good. It is mixed really well. Great guitar tone on this as well. The one thing that I would caveat, and this is like a thing for me, I do not love most modern pop punk because of the mix on it being very heavy in the low end and not being as heavy on the drums, or sorry, as heavy on the guitars and the vocals. I think what makes like that early 2000s emo music and pop punk music hit so hard is the way that the mix is felt, and modern pop punk has kind of shifted into this more low end heavy mix, which just doesn't hit the same way. So that's the one pitfall that I would kind of advise you to avoid in these mix. Do not mix with modern pop punk in mind. Mix with like 2000s era pop punk in mind as a reference, and I think it will sound miles better. Just my 2 cents. Pretty dope though. I'm not mad at this. Definitely keep working at it. I have a lot of friends who kind of work in this space too. I shared a song with people the other day that I just literally can't get enough of right now, that I think you would probably like too. I might play it quickly before we get off. It's called... Sorry, I have to go into my POV, you need to break something playlist for this. It's called Showing Teeth, or it's called Labyrinth, by this band, or this artist called Showing Teeth. Very fire. I'll play it for you in a sec. I like the structure of this too. It feels very classic. Mix is the thing that needs work for me here. I think that's a big thing. All right, hold on. I'm gonna play this really quickly, just so you can hear it. Because I'm obsessed with this right now. Can't get enough of this right now. I'm gonna drop this playlist soon too, because honestly, I've been sitting on this one for too long. I gotta cut it down a little bit from 39 songs, but the song's Labyrinth. It's by an artist called Showing Teeth. Yeah, the artist's name is Showing Teeth. They only have one song out. It's this. So good. Yeah, I've been listening to, and then I also found this band Holder. Well, Kristen, she found it, and she put me on. But this band is crazy too. HOLDER. Very, very classic screamo feel to it. They've only got 29,000 monthly listeners. They've only got one project out from 2024. It's fantastic. But yeah, this is kind of the mood I've been in more recently, for sure. All right, guys. Holder is so far. I'm so glad you know they're so far. Anyway, guys, that's it for tonight. Good stream, good music. We found some cool stuff. Lots of gems dropped. I'm gonna see if I can clip some of those for social. But I hope you guys got something out of it. We're back on Monday. Submissions are open for Monday's stream already if you want to get those in. We will be back. Next week is probably the last regular schedule that I'm on for a little bit. So make sure you tap in, make sure you submit your music. I'm going to leave you with some more songs we found on the stream here. I'll be doing a best of the year playlist as well for the songs that we found on stream, and we'll be doing a content update next week. If you are here still in the chat, make sure you go submit in the Kayvan's House songs from the comments content as well. I'll be listening to all of those next week, and that's it. I'm out. Have a great weekend. Be safe. We're all going to watch Arsenal win this weekend again and keep that winning streak going. New Music Who This playlist dropping on Saturday. New Paris Howard First Base EP, my last distro release of the year, coming out tonight at midnight. I'm going to be playing Arc Raiders all weekend. What else can you ask for? Peace. Have a good weekend.
Sativa in the summertime and fall, I'm smoking autumn leaves. It smell just like you think it would, too blatant, so please pardon me. I know it's realer than real, cause my baby feel like part of me. I feel like king of the hill, that's the way I think it ought to be. Yeah, yeah. Y'all niggas ain't nice enough. Smoke, leave ashes, dust to dust. Bright egg green, then I pack and puff. Claw Van Damme, niggas acting tough. Please, nigga, pack it up. Take that L, then I grab a dub. Do me wrong, get it back in blood. Yeah. All of my niggas peerless. Apex top of the pyramid. Them niggas bad experiments. Paralyzed off the gin and juice, but it's time to scram. Claim you took the lonely road. Proud to say that I brought the fam. Sativa in the summertime and fall, I'm smoking autumn leaves. It smell just like you think it would, too blatant, so please pardon me. I know it's realer than real, cause my baby feel like part of me. I feel like king of the hill, that's the way I think it ought to be.
The joint juking, my team zooted, I dreamed lucid. Tsunami tuning and brought out my Kage booming, these shadows looming. Severed thoughts, they off the mark, an awful lot. The sinner in me ensuing. My enemy spark a movement, I'm counting stacks. Through the smoke and mirrors, through the ash and tears. I vibe on this Laurel Hill, I die on this foreign hill. Still, it's the view from here. Like Whoopi, you can see the view from here.
Sativa in the summertime and fall, I'm smoking autumn leaves. It smell just like you think it would, too blatant, so please pardon me. I know it's realer than real, cause my baby feel like part of me. I feel like king of the hill, that's the way I think it ought to be. Sativa in the summertime and fall, I'm smoking autumn leaves. It smell just like you think it would, too blatant, so please pardon me. I know it's realer than real, cause my baby feel like part of me. I feel like king of the hill, that's the way I think it ought to be. Way it ought to be. Real is what I gotta be. Sirens on the money back, I'm running when they call to me. No monotony, demons in debauchery.